Spirit of E3 lives on. We're here for the PS5 Showcase event today. We have Keith.
Hi.
We have John and Rose.
Hello.
And we also have Tim.
Yo.
The whole
And that guy
gang
Tim.
is here. And we got Tim. The whole gang. Yeah, Tim's like the guy, like if we had a sitcom, it's also like, and Tim as the fighting game guy.
Is that comic relief we all need?
Exactly. Seeing as Tim's the special guest star, let's start with him. What's your one big prediction going into today? Hit me with a big one. Hit me with some immediate hype. No playing around.
So, I think, and for me, this is hype of like what the system is capable of. I think we're going to see games from the current gen just like get blown out. So I think we're going to see more examples of stuff like Spiderman being at like super high speed compared to what it is on the current platform, to show that like they don't have to take the time to load these chunks. They don't have to like slow games down anymore to wait to show you things.
We have 1 hour. How long is that going to take? What time is that going to cut into my new game reveals?
I think it'll be like 10 minutes at most.
Yeah, that seems
because
right.
I think that there'll be, I think games that they would want to show that off with are things like God of War, Death Stranding, Spider-Man, like all of the games that have been kind of hallmarks of pushing the system near the end of its lifetime.
I struggle to think about like how other games could showcase that well. Spider-Man's a really good example because you can zoom around the city at like way faster than Spider-Man can ever go, and you could load chunks, and that's great. But like I struggle to think what a cool way to do that with other games would be. But then I thought, what if they did like a God of War demo where you play as the World Serpent, like for like a totally janky bit, and you're just like going around the whole world map? That'd be cool.
And like Death Stranding would be really good for showing that off if you just did like a segment in Timefall with lots of player built structure, because Rain is extremely intensive on processing. There have definitely been issues that I've noticed every once in a while with player built structures like in the distance popping in.
Yeah.
And it's very noticeable in Death Stranding because of how barren the environment is.
Yeah.
So to be able to show like Sam Bridges just looking out over a world of just filled with player-filled structures all the way to the horizon, like that'd be pretty like awesome to see.
Yeah. Speaking of Horizon 2, that's my big one. You're gonna see it today. It's a lock. Draft your tweets now. Horizon 2, you're gonna see it today. Any arguments? Any disputes to that? Anyone think we might not see it today?
No, I think that's probably going to be your biggest like launch title.
Yeah,
first party. That's the only one that actually makes sense with it coming out in March of 2017. So you got enough time to actually develop it. 2020. That's the only thing I could think of that would make a lot of sense for a. Here is what the PlayStation 5 can do when developed for said hardware. I actually like Tim's idea, and this is literally, I just thought about this right now. Here's how this thing needs to open.
Okay.
We get the new intro screen for when you turn on the PlayStation, and we get to see the new UI. But as that new UI, I know they were talking about that quick resume where they can keep on jumping back and forth. So you're going to see a list of games, and one starts with like Death Stranding, and then you pause it, jump out, jump into the next one, and it's Spider-Man. You get to see a little bit of that, and you keep on going through the list of games until we get like Bloodborne Remastered and Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Horizon Twinkle Dawn Past the Moon. I don't know what the hell they're going to call this game, but something Horizon Full Moon, the Blood Moon comes. I don't know. That's what I think. That would be great.
Demon Souls 2?
Demon Souls 2, that's fine. I'm good. I want to see the UI. I'm still hesitant on if we're going to see the box.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of how much the machine can actually do with like loading everything. But what if we did it from the standpoint of each game individually real fast and kicking it in? I think that'd be a little more entertaining, just to show this is what it does. Here you go. The games are yours.
That quick resume idea is like super gimmicky, and I love it. It would make it feel like E3. Like
that's all we need. We just need gimmicks. Let's do it.
I don't know how much of this is pre-recorded, like just straight to video. I imagine like all of it is. But if they wanted to do like some super janky like live E3 thing where everything could go wrong and they're just betting on everything working, that would be super good, and I'd like appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and the interesting thing too is if they do it that way, it's very reminiscent of Nintendo's way that they do their presentations, because they have the zoom out and then go to the side and then zoom back into the new one.
Yeah, and we've seen that with State of Play as well. Yeah. Keith, what is your big hype prediction going into this?
I'm probably stealing it from someone, but my biggest hype of this is I want to see all the first party titles coming out.
Okay. All the first party titles.
All their exclusives. You know, hey, this is what the PlayStation 5 is going to have at launch or close to launch. Have fun.
Yeah.
Goodbye to your wallet.
Yeah. Big prediction going into it for sure. So you want them to go through like PlayStation Studios, we just rebranded it. Here's what X, Y, and Z is working on right now and what you can expect to be playing on PS5. I like it.
Just something quick and good.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they just show titles, like it's still a reason to buy a PS5. It's still like thinking ahead. You'll know what you'll be like, what value the console will have in a few years' time. Yeah.
How many Metroid Prime 4 titles will we have? Just title screens.
That's a good bet.
All I want to know.
For sure.
How many title screens? We're here to show off the next 50 games.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think of is they mentioned like Jack 2 in Mark Cerny's presentation about like the idea of obstructing views for the sake of loading. And that's a lot of what like Souls games are too. It's all very tight corridors, and a lot of that is also for the sake of game design, so they can kind of be dickish and throw things at you from around corners.
Yeah.
But I'm imagining like a Souls or a Bloodborne style, like any of those kinds of games from FromSoft, where there's like no loading screens between anything in any of the worlds.
If you can port Crash Insane Trilogy to PS5 and have there be no loading screens, that would be it for me. That would be a reason to buy a PS5 in and of itself. John, since you want to move on from that quickly, what's your big prediction coming into this?
I actually think I'm really like looking at it. I think that we are going to get a Bloodborne like remaster. That's going to be something else that's kind of launch title. And like I said, I think the UI would be the coolest thing. Like instead of like the box, because I'm pretty sure they're still probably finalizing the box. It's probably in production, but they don't want to show it just yet. But I think it's something to do with either Bloodborne, because you have to give us a reason to buy this console. Legit. And I'm not saying Bloodborne is a console seller. Hell, I'm not even saying like Horizon is a console seller. It is for me because I love those games, but it's got to be something that hits you like hard and gives me a reason that I'm going to drop $750 on this console.
Is that what the leaks you were talking about a few days ago were? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
$750.
$5.99 in pounds, which is like $750 in US dollars. I don't know.
Well, to be fair though, they tend to match those numerically.
That's the hope.
That's the hope. Yeah, $600 I'm good with. Anything more, I'm gonna sell some.
We do get kind of screwed over here in terms of like currency value, right? Because games in the US are like $60, whereas it's £55 for a new release over here, which is like not equivalent. Likewise with console, like we usually get a bit of a reduction, but not like enough to make it value like parity. It's weird, but like I don't know if they're like, even if like this thing takes a shitload of money to make, I don't know if Sony are confident enough to pull another $599 after the PS3. I just don't think they're gonna do it. They'll sell it at a $300 loss if they need to. They just won't have they'll put $598 up there before they put $599.
I think that price cost is they're gonna sell at a loss because they're gonna make it up with other live services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been known to do that. It's a common practice. Even Xbox, I think. I don't think they sold the 360 at a loss at the start, but with the Xbox One, they did adopt that practice as well, selling hardware at a loss and making up for it in software. So yeah, final prediction of the group. Rose, one big hype prediction. Let's go.
I'm going to give you a reason why this box is going to be huge and also why you're going to pay the $600 for it.
Okay.
It's going to have all of the hardware from the launch PS3 so that it can actually play PS1, 2, and 3 games. The hardware, not the emulation, but the hardware. This box is going to be huge. It's going to be worth the $600 because of the library that you automatically get with it. And it's going to scale decently well.
I thought you were like making sense at the start, but then so now I'm picturing like the Megatron remote from Peep Show. It's just going to be like 5 PlayStations taped together.
Yes.
Okay.
There's just a connector in between all of them. Yeah. I need the PlayStation 3. Hold on. There it is. Okay, cool. Let's go.
I mean, at least the discs are all the same size. Nintendo can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, yes.
People in chat. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
I was just gonna say, weird hardware thing that I just thought of, that I would actually like to have been in consoles at some point, and is a relic of CD players. Remember when they used to put in cars and they would have like big stereos that had the CD players that you could put multiple discs in, and it would just rotate the disc in place while it was inside?
Yeah. Like up to 6 you're able to do, yeah.
Yeah, just imagine disc swapping for your physical games on a PlayStation.
That is such a 90s thing as well.
I wanted that back in the 90s. Thank you very much.
Now it takes so much to put another disc in. Just flip to disc 2. We're good.
Yeah. People in chat letting us know what their predictions are as well. Cal says, one final prediction, infamous sequel, PS5 exclusive, coming 2021. Sucker Punch, of course, working hard to get Ghost of Tsushima out there. If they did show something else today, I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
So they don't split teams, do they?
As far as I know, they don't.
I think so.
I think they're just the one team for the most part.
Yeah. I'd be down though. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd
love to see another Infamous game.
Yeah. It's been a long time for sure. Wayward Deviant asks, will there be Dragon Age 4 news? Probably not the right showcase. I don't know. I'm just hoping. Again, as I said last night, they have like EA Play coming up soonish. I don't know whether that's like the end of June, start of July. I imagine they'll talk about that there. But they could do the thing that EA tend to do in these press conferences where they're just like, Dragon Age 4, here's like a 5-second trailer, and then like, come to EA Play to see more, which I hate, and I hope they don't do. But they might.
Teaser of the teaser.
Yeah. I think it's time. We already talked about it a little bit, but I think it's time, John, to address the orange marsupial from Australia in the room.
Okay.
It's time.
Is it time?
It's time. He's coming out. You know he is. Look at his eyes.
Look. I love your love of that orange. Oh my god, it is literally staring into my face right now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, no. Those leaks of those the toys and everything from toys that were coming out. God help me, I'm on this bandwagon of we're probably going to get a Crash Bandicoot game. Yeah. It's probably going to get announced here. It's one of those. I see it as the idea of, hey, we remember where we came from. Now we got something new and cool. Mm-hmm. And I actually respect when companies do that. Like this Crash Bandicoot game, we're going after. Let's put it back to where he went after Mario. It's going to be like Mario Odyssey. Crash Bandicoot can go 360 all over the place. It's not going to be shitty platforming and where you can't tell where you're actually jumping, and there's no real actual depth perception in the game. You just have to pray to whatever thing you want to and hopefully land that. But full-on 3D, absolute, going after Mario Sunshine, I'm good with that. I would play that game. Only despite you, Finn, but I would play that game.
But then what if it just ends up being a Crash of the Titans remake?
Yeah, let's not have that, right? Okay, let's just squash that off the bat.
Crash of the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What was that on? Was that Wii?
That was PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and I think Wii. And then there was Mind Over Mutant, which was the sequel to that. And that was for a long time the last Crash Bandicoot game, which.
By the way, so speaking of Crash, though, Naughty Dog's not necessarily in charge of that game anymore. There is one franchise they still have, though.
There we go.
And the fact that Cerny mentioned Jak 2 does make me wonder if there's a possibility that we'll get something like a Jak 4.
Right. I think if they did that, it would be obviously not Naughty Dog now at the helm, but I think you'd have like in partnership with Naughty Dog and like maybe one or two other studios, and just like to have the Naughty Dog game attached to it.
Something.
Yeah.
Crash of the Titans.
And so like one thing is like the way they take advantage of the PS5 hardware in that is now you're no longer restricted to the streets of Haven City if they're still in Haven City. Okay. Now you can fly over it, and there's no need to load in all of these chunks, and they're all in 4K or 8K resolution or whatever, and you can just fly through the city instantaneously, no loading zones. You can go out into the areas surrounding it without having to go through a stupid elevator ride. Like,
what if that's what's the bigger publisher that does the remakes? Is it Red Button, Panic Button? They did the other Titans game that came to the PS4. Crap, someone help me.
The other Titans game?
It wasn't a Titans game, but you know how you would go after the monsters? Why am I blanking on this game?
Shadow of the
Colossus. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, sorry. But what if, because we still don't know what it's either Red Button or Panic Button. They're really, really good at
Blue Point. Blue Point is what you're going for.
I was like, it's a button,
I was so confused.
Color.
I had color, guys. It works.
You were really close.
I was really close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know what they're working
on. Panic Button, Red Button.
Don't give him false hope.
So someone give me a color, okay? But no, we don't know what they're working on, so it might be Jak, just helping out with that. Bloodborne.
Demon Souls. Demon Souls is the big question mark hanging over Blue Point's head right now.
And so you keep mentioning Bloodborne, John, but there's another question that we have to ask in regards to FromSoft. Where is Elden Ring?
Where is
That's why I'm saying Blue Point. That's exactly why I'm saying Blue Point's probably doing that, because Elden Ring, let's be honest, probably not coming out until 2021. That probably got announced, and they were like, you know what? We can probably push it back and make it for PS5 and Series X.
But now we're running into the same problem that Game of Thrones is, which is, will they finish it before George R.R. Martin dies?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm betting no. Let's be honest here.
I'm just accepting that series, I'm never going to know the actual ending.
They have kind of an ending.
Yeah.
Or
I'm just never going to know.
Look, you're going to have the other issue, is that George R.R. Martin's going to be the Queen of England and never die.
He just teases us for the rest of his life.
But will he finish his books?
We want him to finish the books, though.
No. He's going to sit there and be like, I'm old enough. I don't have to work anymore.
I am sitting on this just...
he would.
Scrooge McDuck style money thanks to HBO.
He just dives into it.
Oh, I think you just gave Finn a...
No, I was thinking, like, didn't they show Elden Ring on a Microsoft stage when they announced it? Or was that Game Awards?
Yeah.
It was Microsoft stage. Yeah, it was Xbox E3 a few years ago. Yeah. I wonder, does that mean they have a...
one where Keanu came out?
Yeah, I think so.
Last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
It was last year. Okay, yeah. I wonder, does that mean they have like a brand tie-in then, or is it just like a thing where it's going to switch from Xbox to PlayStation's stage, digital stage, I guess? Could be.
Or is it going to be the runs better?
Speaking of Keanu, do you think we get a video showcasing like, here's Cyberpunk on the PS4, here's Cyberpunk on the PS5?
No.
I think that's better. I think that would happen on Xbox.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Not for Cyberpunk. Could be another game. Could be Witcher 3. But not Cyberpunk. Not a hope in hell.
Please don't turn Witcher 3 into the next Skyrim.
It's already the next Skyrim.
No. I've got it now. I just registered the biggest reveal we're going to get. The ultimate edition of GTA 5.
Ultimate edition. Nah, it came out
Ultimate.
PS3, dude.
And now you can put your PS3 disc in the PS5 and it'll look like PS5 graphics.
That'd be cool.
Done.
Cal in chat says I need another Uncharted as well. this leads into possibly my spiciest prediction of the evening. I think that by the end of this showcase, you will have seen the next Uncharted game, and you will have also seen another new Naughty Dog game.
I'm gonna get a refill on my drink.
2 Naughty Dog games.
No, that's where it goes
Get a
wrong.
refill.
I think the next Uncharted game will not be developed by Naughty Dog. I think they'll transfer it to another Sony first-party studio, maybe one that's only like co-developed stuff in the past, maybe under like Naughty Dog's tutelage.
Okay.
And I think they're going to be done with that IP. They're going to move on. Uncharted is like someone else's bag now. The next Uncharted might be like not unnumbered Uncharted. It won't be Uncharted 5. It might be like a Lost Legacy kind of deal, like a shorter adventure that takes less time to put out and less risk. But I think I'm pretty set on the fact that like Naughty Dog is going to end the showcase, because if you remember rightly, when they revealed the first Last of Us game, Uncharted 3 like just came out, and like that's what it blew everyone away. Like, how the hell are they going to show freaking another Naughty Dog game? And then when they showed The Last of Us 2 for the first time, Uncharted 4 had just come out, and they also in that same show showed off Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So they had Naughty Dog open and close the show, so they're not scared of like overlapping with their releases. They're not going to wait until Last of Us 2 is out. I think they're going to try and swerve everyone today again, and there will be a Naughty Dog to close out this.
You know what? You've got a point, because they've set that precedence. And two, what the hell is going to actually like inflate Last of Us 2?
Yeah,
like there is not a game that's going to take away from that concept. And if Naughty Dog's saying, "Oh yeah, they've gone gold on it. Mm-hmm. Here's our next one we've already been working on." Spicy. I like it.
Spicy.
Might be right.
Yeah, I just think that Sony like value Naughty Dog in like its crown jewels of first party studios. Like Naughty Dog is their baby. Like they love it more than the rest of the children, but they won't admit it. And so like they just want to be able to like brag about like Naughty Dog's next game. Like even if like they have 2 games to show, like even better, like Naughty Dog is developing 2 games that you can expect to see. They want to have them like first and foremost out front for like the PS5. I think that's a lock. I'm telling you, Naughty Dog.
You think we're gonna get something from? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I don't think we'll see anything that is like Hideo Kojima produced. I think basically any Hideo Kojima reveals are saved for the Game Awards at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely pretty close.
But I wonder, will we see anything from Konami?
Ooh.
Konami says they've been working on something.
What are you talking about?
Because not only have they been talking, but we just got the announcement in the past month or so for the Silent Hill DLC for Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. I was talking about this last night. You don't like just unless the Dead by Daylight guys have been like begging Konami for years to let them do that, you don't just drop that out of nowhere. I think it could very well lead to something Silent Hill. There have been rumors. I just I think if not now, when? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm wondering if it's going to be specifically Silent Hill 3 related, or if it's going to be like the same main character from Silent Hill 3 or something, like, because it was very much a Silent Hill 3 themed DLC that they got in Dead by Daylight.
Right. Yeah.
Silent Hill 3 remastered.
I mean, hell, if they did the collection again, so I guess there were problems with the collection they released on last gen on 360 and PS3. So if they were to like fix everything and then release another collection on this generation, that would really make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, they cleaned it up too much. That was the biggest complaint about the remake for the PlayStation 3. Like, they took away the mist, which like completely destroyed the ambiance of the game.
You could actually see.
Yeah,
you could see things perfectly fine, and everyone was like, "Well, it being
scary.
dirty and it being have all that mist was what made Silent Hill the game that it is."
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be down with that. I'd like some remakes of that. Santa Monica Studios. Corey Barlow said on Twitter that be excited for this reveal. We're gonna be there. Why? Are we gonna get the God of War 2/5.
Corey Barlog said they're gonna be there.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, I follow him on Twitter, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna want to. We're gonna be there. You guys are gonna want to pay attention to this."
Huh. That doesn't even mean like they're in the seats, because there are no seats. I don't know if they have a stage.
Yeah.
I imagine they don't. That means they're gonna show something.
They're gonna
Okay.
show something. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm
What
pulling up
else?
Twitter right now.
What else has Santa Monica have been involved with aside
Nothing.
from God of War?
It's been the God of War studio. They tried
Yeah.
to make something different before, like the new God of War, to like try and do their own IP, but that ended up tanking, and all the resources went into this new God of War game. They might have like used God of War success to like try that again, but I don't know.
Yeah. And by the way, just another thing about Horizon, I think it does make sense as a launch title, because wasn't Killzone a launch title on the PS4?
Killzone
Yes.
Shadowfall, yeah, was a launch title.
Yeah.
I remember bringing that up.
So they are very much like a studio that has those inroads with Sony and wants to kind of be there to be shipping consoles.
Right. Sid Schumann was head of Guerrilla Games. He's now head of Sony Worldwide Studios, or PlayStation Studios, whatever you want to call it. So, you know what I mean? He's
Okay.
up there. He's planning all that stuff out.
There was also an announcement that was made, is that all games made past a certain point right now
Mhm.
have to be compatible with PS5. So
Everything from July onward needs to work with PS5. You guys keep talking. We're about 4 minutes out from the show now, and I need to pee because I don't want to miss anything when it starts. Right. Be right back.
Go, go.
Now that I'm going through all
drip,
of Corey's
drip,
tweets-
drip, drip.
So Cal is
Yeah,
asking what our pipe dream predictions are, something that might never happen on PS5, but you wish it would.
Breath of
You want me
Fire.
to go with mine? You know how you were before we started streaming, you were talking about how this sounds like Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
like the music. So if you go listen to Unlocked when on IGN, where Phil Spencer was on there, and they kind of asked like, what is your relationship with Nintendo? And Phil Spencer was like, oh yeah, it's great, but what we're trying to do is we're going to back up, because we don't want, hey, Cuphead came out, when the Cuphead 2 comes out, whenever that comes out, is that going to go on Nintendo? So he wanted to walk away and make sure that like Xbox games can stand on their own. So my bold prediction that will never happen in a million years is we're going to start out with Majora's Mask, because Nintendo and Sony got cozy with each other.
That would be
Majora's
fun.
Mask right here, right now, done. Playing on the PlayStation 5 beautifully.
Wow.
God,
Not
could
a
you imagine if they somehow managed to not only get a Zelda game, but then you get a Zelda game like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, but
Yes.
now
Yeah.
it's in the style of Breath of the Wild, where there's no loading zones between the areas.
Wow.
That's Nintendo's plan the entire time. We're going to do our console, we're going to have fun, but we're going to go ahead and license out the games that you've been begging for, up-resed, done by Santa Monica Studios.
Man,
Okay, I seriously cannot find it. Corey Barlog, you tweet a lot, my friend.
so
Mhm.
Got some Pokemon, and he's got the mask from Crash, amazingly enough.
he's got
Um,
Mega Man on there.
Yeah. Loki with the
Pikachu, Eevee, and Squirtle.
What's on Finn's shelf? Now's the chance to see.
Now's the chance to find out.
Now's our chance.
But one of my pipe dreams, and I know it's another one of my friends as well, and if this happened in a similar vein to something like Final Fantasy VII Remake, there is a large portion of the JRPG community that would absolutely lose their minds if SIE came out and said, hey, we're remaking Legend of Dragoon from the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, I'll double down on yours. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger just done like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Done.
Wow.
There's a pipe dream.
God. Yeah, that is a
That's a
that is a crack pipe dream.
How many do I have to donate to someone, Corey Barlock, for them to make a Chrono Trigger?
whoa, that's a spicy prediction.
That was a pipe dream. I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
I'll throw it out there.
I would
Yeah, 'cause
kill.
I was asking what everyone's like pipe dream predictions are.
Oh,
Something that
okay.
just wouldn't happen pretty much.
What's Cal's?
Yeah,
Cal's got a good one. Not necessarily a PS5 exclusive, but a Rocksteady Studios Superman game based on All-Star Superman.
Give the people what they want. Give the
You
people
know-
what they want.
If there's any studio that I would trust with that, it's Rocksteady, because for the most part, I hate Superman.
I
And
hate
I
Superman
hate
too. He's
Superman.
such a bitch.
Well, it's just off the premise of you know that he's going to win. Like, even outside of just, he's the hero and he's going to win.
Yeah.
Even outside of that, they're literally just going to give him some new power if he doesn't already have it in his toolkit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different from Goku.
That's man. Rocksteady's been quiet for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Well, they
Like,
show up.
Actually,
They were supposed to have their own like Warner Brothers like conference, but it hasn't
Arkham
happened.
Knight?
Hasn't been announced.
2015.
do you think we see that new Batman game at all?
I think we
No.
don't see the Batman game, but we do see Harry Potter.
Oh, that's a good
That
one.
would be cool.
Yeah. That Carry Apart RPG that's been like teased for the last 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, it
know,
wasn't
though.
even
I feel
teased,
like
it was
it's not a
leaked.
good.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think it's a good time to do that right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know that now's the
Fair
best
enough.
time to do
Fair
that.
enough. All right, I retract it. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Let's let that
Make a good
fire
point.
die a little bit. Let's push that
Yeah.
dumpster off the edge,
Yeah.
and we'll come back to it.
Oh,
Chat, let me know
We'll-
if
we'll
audio
let-
is okay.
We'll let JK cool down for a bit.
It's a box. It's a
Ooh.
white box.
Oh, that sound.
Oh, hang on, I have to reset for myself. Okay.
It's a triangle.
Oh my God! Please
I
let
think
this
this
be the
might be a circle.
Sorry, Tim got me.
Confirmed, it is a circle.
Yeah.
Is this an X?
Write it down. Circle.
Starting out with
Oh my God.
triangle.
Is an X
It's an
next?
X.
Wait, but there's a triangle in the background now.
What does it mean?
That's what they do right now. They change all of it. Like it's not there anymore.
There's gonna be a square next? What?
What if they actually changed it to
Yeah.
just like ABXY?
But A is like over on the left now.
Yeah, just so.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, my heart.
Evoking the nostalgia,
How
dude.
we might have ended up. No, I
Wow.
like the hand we've been dealt.
Oh, here we go. It feels like next gen, guys.
This feels like previous gens too, though,
Yeah.
because that wasn't God of War 4.
I mean, they always love to like
Now it's God of War 4.
brag about their legacy, right?
You, me, together, we were destined for something great.
Why did
What?
I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or the...
Oh.
I don't know, that thing. That magic.
Which one of us was that brought this curse?
I thought we was trying to get out of this
I think we all
bullshit.
collectively invoked it.
You sounding more and more like
Yes, thank you for the follow.
It's every day. My job, my score.
This is how you want to kick off next gen, dude, with a title that came out in the PS3?
We should talk about work.
We out here gang banging like it's 91.
Because why make a 6 when you can just bring 5 forward?
We all love banks.
I mean, it's making money. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
A DJ.
Yeah, it's time to milk that
So-
cattail, baby.
So then do we get the here's what it looks like on PS3, here's what it looks like on PS4, here's what it looks like on PS5.
Probably, right?
That would be pretty cool.
Get some kind of base point how it's progressing. That would actually be nice.
Yeah.
Champagne, anyone?
Just sort of smash things.
Imagine the amount of powerful internet you're gonna need to be able to play online instantaneously.
So now what?
Also, is it just me, or is this slowly getting to overstaying its welcome? Like this trailer.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
For sure.
I'll just make like,
It should have been like no more than 10 seconds.
Coming 2021?
what the?
Launch window.
Wait, what?
Launch window, guys.
PS5.
GTA Online, not even 5? Alright. Okay.
Every month until GTA. Wow. A
Alright.
reason to play it on PS4 again, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, now give us something that's actually worth our time.
Are they gonna do shapes every time?
I mean, we need reminding of which one we're watching.
You are actually watching the PlayStation Showcase.
Not to mention that it's blue, and that's kind of
It was great
connected
to kick today
PlayStation.
off with a look
Remember,
back at just some of the seminal moments of the last
circle
25
goes to
years.
circle.
And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years, when we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen.
Show me the games, Jim.
The content we've curated for today's event
Please.
showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and
I
feel.
will say, I think I'm probably
Enough
more
from me.
excited than most
We're gonna
to
have the
actually
games to our
see
talk.
like hardware and hear about performance and specs and whatnot.
Oh, all the footage you've seen from this point forward is captured in PS5.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Is that without HDCP?
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
What? Miles Morales, Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man?
He was right.
That's Miles'
Now it's
costume for
your
sure.
Oh yeah.
Yep, this
Be a
is...
hero, Miles.
Wow, they're already revealing the next Spider-Man
The
game.
sequel, right? This is definitely the sequel.
God, yeah.
Let's
Yeah, because that is...
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that!
What? I'm set. I'm set.
Oh yeah.
This is a win.
Already this conference, 10 out of 10. 10
Yeah,
out of
it's a
10
win.
already. I'm loving the aesthetic too.
Yeah. A lot more Infamous vibes.
Well, and on top of that, they're going a lot with like that almost cyberpunky, like there's definitely a lot of neon in there.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
God, can you actually hear how good the music is through your headphones?
Holiday 2020. That's a launch title, pretty much.
What?
今日は皆さんに
Jesus.
僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの
Gran
情
Turismo
報をシェアできるということですごく興奮してい
Okay,
ます
so now I have to
今
get a
回のグランツー
PlayStation
リ
5 at
スモは
launch so I can play
これ
Spider-Man.
まではね
They're right there, just like I'm buying it.
ファンの方々
Anybody want to buy one of my kidneys? It's
本当
slightly
に嬉しいんじ
used.
ゃないかなっていうキャンペーンモードを中心にしたグランツーリスモ
I
になっ
mean,
てい
you
ると
could
思い
like
ます
give
ぜひ
chunks of
楽しみ
your
にしてい
liver,
て
it'll
ください
regenerate over time.
I was talking about this last night. Like, Gran Turismo is something you hear very little about, but always sells like tens of millions of units. I don't know
Yeah,
who's
I mean-
buying them, but everyone buys them.
So I had a Gran Turismo game, or well, like my family had a Gran Turismo game on the PlayStation 2. Has anyone else here owned a Gran Turismo game?
Yeah, I owned
I owned
6,
it once.
and I owned a few for the PS2, I think.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, and how many of us are like? I actually like really like racing games. I don't know if anyone else here does.
I'm not like super into them, haven't been for a while.
I like Forza.
Okay.
Spider-Man's a
So, yeah,
launch
and that-
title, dude. Oh.
Yeah, I'm stuck on that.
Yeah.
What? Now, and that's the thing. Gran Turismo, car
Let's
games.
be honest, that's why they put Gran Turismo next.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna be like, cool game. You're gonna be able to show us the hardware, how it actually performs.
But
Spider-Man is a launch title.
Miles Morales!
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Really cool.
Imagine they did
And,
call
like,
this
they
Gran
already-
or Gran
so
Turismo 7.
happy.
Okay.
They already showed a lot of interesting stuff in that Spider-Man
what?
trailer, by the way.
Oh.
Like I could deep dive that already, just in terms of powers and whatnot shown.
Yeah, that's a deep dive trailer for sure. Frame by frame.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Oh shit, I might be getting a Gran Turismo game.
Wait, are those John on the bottom left? Is that a traction meter per tire?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, Gran Turismo, like even more so than Forza, goes in deep to the simulation element of racing.
I might
Like,
have to grab this too.
There's people who spend thousands of dollars for this on PC so they can simulate it.
Yeah, that is a full-on traction meter. That is wear and tear on tires as well. Oh my god.
It's even showing the camera.
So, race you in Gran Turismo, John?
That's it.
Sure, I'm down. Let's do it. I mean, Spider-Man already, I'm like, all right, well, there's $600 right there. I'm not too worried about that. I'll pick up Gran Turismo as well.
660 because you need to buy the game.
720 now.
But you can make it up in GTA bucks.
He's actually going to be spending even more than that because he's going to get the collector's edition of Spider-Man.
Damn right, I'm gonna get the collector's
yeah, I'm gonna have to get
Oh
that.
yeah.
More shelf.
Look.
Okay, let's just accept that we're gonna be spending $1,000 at launch on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
5.
just like put
I'm gonna have
that
to take
away.
out a new loan. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to take out a home loan just to get a PS5.
Well, and here's Rose's. Something cute.
Yeah, it's cute, dude.
Cute game.
Oh.
Hope that ladybug doesn't die.
Oh, it's going to.
Oh no.
Ratchet and Clank again?
Not my game.
It is.
Right back there. No way.
Yeah.
Okay, but is it harder?
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on
Wait.
one another. If we cannot get to
Wow.
Looks gorgeous.
right, the ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
I have it in my sight.
They have found us.
I'm wondering if this is part of the remake series.
I think it's something new.
How do I steer this thing? Ask nicely. Slow down, please. That's not listening.
I appreciate the gameplay. Biomutant. Anyone remember Biomutant? What happened to that game?
By the way, right here we're talking about seamless transition
Yeah,
and loading
fair enough,
instantaneously with PS5 hardware.
So Insomniac, huh?
Insomniac's insane. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing right now.
I suppose that they are definitely split into two studios, right? So they have the resources for this.
Yeah.
This could also be a launch title. Who knows? Also, look at this. That's the Ratchet and Clank game.
Well, there's Tim's extra 120.
See, thing is like I didn't like the remake that much, but I'll still grab this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Clank's dead.
You know what blows my mind too? That this is running at what? Didn't they say this was 1080p 30?
This is 1080p 30. There will be the trailers. They'll be uploaded to YouTube at 4K 60 later after the show.
Jesus.
Ratchet, we are too late.
I'm a neural net processor.
Oh.
Who?
New female Lombax.
Cute girl Ratchet.
Okay.
I mean, what?
All right, and I don't need to go on the internet now.
So wait, hang on. We're talking about Insomniac. If Naughty Dog shows up, then I expect us to like eventually see not just Jack, but see Sly. If we see Ratchet and Jack, we're seeing Sly.
Bring them all out. Bring all the characters.
Bring them back, baby. Bring them back.
We're doing things we've never
Like,
been
what
able
if
to do before.
PS5
Like, use
is
dimensional
just
rifts to be able to leap
PS2
from planet to
2?
planet nearly instantly.
That's what I
Or
want.
have
That's
ray
all I
trace
want.
reflections on Clank.
Give me the licensed games.
All of our alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at
You'll be able to
Insomniac, and
feel
we
the
can't wait
wombat
to share
fur.
more with you in the future. But for now, here's another look.
Oh, another look.
Deep
Actual
dive.
gameplay.
Look at this. It's got a HUD and everything.
Wait, so this is Ratchet and Clank BioShock Infinite. To some
Yeah.
extent.
It's Ratchet and
This looks good for 1080p 30 frames.
Yeah. And so this is I would say this is remake timeline.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they want to keep that going. I imagine this was like a long-term plan for them after the movie.
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus.
PlayStation All-Stars 2. I'm throwing that one out there. I completely forgot to say that.
PlayStation All-Stars 2. Except it's not a fighting game because they'll not beat Smash, so make it a kart racer.
I will never get used to that. Hey, to break reality.
This is almost just right. I'm just gonna say it. Like,
God, like just seeing all the particle effects, all the things on screen, the detailed like foliage on like plant models, like there's so much about this.
Dynamic global illumination.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Like this water.
It's good water.
I don't know about anyone else, but that's actually a big benchmark for me with games is water.
Good looking water, yeah, for sure.
Is there a Twitter account like, you know how there's like, can you pet the dog?
There
is there a
should
Twitter
be.
account of like good water?
If there's not, there should be. You should start that.
We start one. Is the water good?
Yeah.
The water.
Num water.
RateThatWater.com.
Well, yeah, we'll just do that on Playhouse. We'll just have like a rate the water.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole section.
Every one of Tim's reviews is the water good. Pros.
Yeah, there's a whole
water
subtitle
good.
and paragraph for
Cons,
water.
water
Rift
bad.
apart.
Well, there was only one glass of water, and it was iffy.
Yeah, I'm already fully on board with the PS5. Jesus.
Yeah. I can't believe they started with GTA, but you got them right back with Spider-Man. Like they knew what they were doing.
No, that one.
All
There
right.
was no reason for that one.
Now, what else are they gonna do to us?
And by the way, this has been
Squeenix.
Square.
And just before this really kicks off, this is case in point of what sells Sony consoles: exclusives.
Oh.
I'm saying Chrono Trigger.
World, not her own. Tomb Raider.
This
If
doesn't
it's
look Tomb Raider.
No, that's not. No.
I think it might be either Tomb Raider or Uncharted. Or we'll
If it is, I'm shutting off the stream.
This might be a new idea.
Okay.
I think this is totally
Yeah,
new.
this has
Whatever
got
it
to
is.
be a new IP.
This is an Estefan.
This is
game,
Final
Tim.
Fantasy 16. This is what you wanted, weebs.
Project Athia.
They love their project names, Square Enix do.
Yeah.
Ooh, that dragon. Designed exclusively for PlayStation 5. That's what you want to hear.
And this is going to be the theme going forward.
Yeah.
That guy, the Cherno, talked about it, that like the optimization achieved with custom hardware on this is going to make it impossible to have some of these games run on PC.
Yeah, designed
Because of having to
exclusively for
account-
PS5.
Well, yeah, because you can't design games like that for PC because you have to account for low-end hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a lot of that, I think, nowadays. I think we're going to see a lot of designed for PS5.
I was going to say the same thing with Annapurna.
Rip humans, dude.
I love that their faces are just like old school, like
Emoji.
DOS era monitors, though.
It's the cat we play as.
I hope so. Yeah, you're the last life form and you're a cat.
Yeah. Oh my god, am I right?
They're focusing on
Look
the
at
cat,
that
dude.
sweater.
Hey, I'm okay with that sweater.
Oh my god, I think I'm right. The last cat on Earth.
Already showing the parkour elements as the cat.
Yeah. This is what I want Assassin's Creed to be.
You want to be a cat?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We are the cat. There's no way we're not the cat, right?
We have to.
Stray.
Stray.
Stray, dude. That's an Annapurna game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No. Wait for Finn to drink.
Yeah.
Dude, 2021.
Okay, every new game they're showing the little buttons. I'm thinking they're gonna. I'm one of these times it's gonna be the PS5 boot up screen instead of just the buttons.
I wonder if the buttons are on top of the actual console, so like the last thing it just comes up and bleeds into the console, and you just see all of them on the top.
Okay, so we're on hardware now.
Yeah, now they're doing tech.
Ray tracing.
Yeah, what if they just drop the box in the middle of the show? Like, not the start or the end, just like in the middle.
Cool.
There's a controller. Just give me a black controller on launch. That's all I want. That's all I want, dude.
I want to
very much a chance
around
to
on
spray
maybe
paint
honestly,
it.
black and white one.
I'm getting more used to it. I don't hate it nearly.
It's just that all my technology's black. So like this is gonna stick out like a sore thumb. But I suppose like that's cool because it's a PS5 and I want to show it off.
Wait, are they saying we're Daredevil now?
Making games used to be about these
Herman Holst. I said Sushi when I meant Herman Holst earlier. That matters to no one else but me.
With PS5, we're not going to be burdened like that.
I figured this was the guy you were talking about.
This vision a lot better.
Time out.
It's got a ton of
Are
horsepower,
those real people?
which is very easy to
Are they
unlock.
actual
rendered in
Machine that's really
PS5?
easy to develop.
Yeah, what if they're rendered? Yeah, what if
PS5
they like
will present a paradigm shift?
couple
Just
of
I mean,
players
look
will
look really like
will let us tell
very close, but
stories,
that's
make
not a
worlds,
real person.
create
Yeah, John, I'm not
gameplay
ruling
that I
out.
think
All
will
right,
truly
let's just
captivate
see how it
the player
goes.
And really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios coming exclusively
franchise?
for PlayStation 5.
Exclusive to PlayStation 5 too.
New franchise for Worldwide Studios.
What?
PlayStation Studios. Housemark! Housemark! Yes!
What is Housemark on?
Resogun and Nex Machina and Dead Nation.
Oh, I love.
But this will be
I love
unlike
Resogun.
anything you've ever seen from them. Because the arcade is dead.
Look, don't hurt my heart like that.
Crash. The attack. My death.
Resogun got me through the PlayStation 4 launch.
The attack.
Yeah, for sure.
My death. Trapped.
What if you're like
Cycle.
playing as the person in the Resogun ship? I don't think you are, but that'd be cool.
Is no escape.
It'd be really cool.
She's got weird eyes.
Each time I awake, this planet seems
It's a roguelike?
different,
Huh.
as if changing. This world is becoming part of me, infecting my mind, my memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away.
I feel like this somehow ties into Resogun and Nex Machina.
I cannot
But that's just a hunch.
lose hope.
Oh, yes.
I'm in.
Only choice
Damn
is
you,
to keep
PlayStation.
fighting. To keep looking for answers.
So is this like PlayStation's exclusive answer to Doom?
Hope is to break the cycle.
Could be. I wonder, did they buy Housemark? Is that what happened? It said PlayStation Studios at the start.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Returnal.
they might have.
Was Resogun on the Xbox? I don't think it was.
No, it was PS4.
Sometimes game names are getting a little absurd these days. Returnal.
There's only so many names out there.
It's like they hit a random generator online.
Yeah.
What's my game name? Returnal. Edge of Sin. Sumo Digital.
Oh.
Oh, that's bright.
What?
Is this Tony the Tiger?
They're great. Wait, something with mascots.
Mascot game.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, Little Big
Oh.
Planet.
Oh, hell yeah!
Sackboy, A Big Adventure. We haven't seen anything from Little Big Planet in a while.
Yeah, dude. Mascot platform. I think they're gonna just get rid of all the creation stuff. Like, if you want to do that, buy Dreams. This is just Sackboy, which I am all for because I suck at creating levels.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't entirely get rid of level creation.
I think maybe like a toned down version of it. Oh yes, dude.
And I love how the trailer is showing gameplay.
Yes.
Co-op?
Phil Spencer. Looking at you. We love Phil.
Oh. She's cute.
Oh, she's cute. Co-op though.
Or their co-op.
I want it to be known. I think all of us have said, I want this game faster than any of us said anything on the Xbox review.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I want this game was a phrase that was uttered. Yeah.
They're wiping the floor with them right now.
Xbox was also third party. Let's keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, they've got their first part of the show.
I think just Xbox because they're not. None of those were exclusive.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I think we might be equally as blown away in July when Xbox.
Yeah, I think so.
hoping so.
I hope so. I want them to come out and like really go toe to toe.
Sackboy, A Big Adventure, dude.
Integrated with Dreams.
Oh, God.
All right.
Exclusives all over the show.
Oh, this game.
What is this, Nagy? Or
This is like that roller derby.
oh, the Ubisoft one?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
What?
Rocket League 2.
No, this
It looks
ain't gonna
more
be
like
no
a
Rocket
Destruction
League.
Derby than a Rocket League.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal going cutesy?
That would be
say it's
a
not edgy
turn.
enough.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
imagine.
Because everything looks good to you right now.
So is this a Destruction Derby Battle
I'm
Royale?
hungry for games. I want PlayStation.
We've
This
been
could
waiting
be
for this event for so long.
This could be the Playhouse get-together game
Yeah.
on PlayStation 5 when we eventually all have one.
Lunch
I'm
stream.
probably gonna be the last person to get one.
Nope. I will actually be the last person because I'm gonna wait for the mid-gen Switch. Then I'll get the launch one, and John will get the new one. So I'll be the last. Fine. Unless they have an exclusive that I want before then. Or a really cool one for days to play.
Yeah.
The music is tight.
Destruction All-Stars. Okay, simple.
Right.
It works.
And Allstars is how they get the ability to put in PlayStation characters as DLC.
Yeah.
Yep. God, all the circles and smart triangle.
All the budget for like an E3 stage just went into these like
Hello,
shape
everyone.
effects,
My name
like
is Josh Greer, and this is
graphics.
my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small
The
team with a
millions of
background in film
polygons.
and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
Trolls?
Oh no.
Oh.
Damn, they're really hitting you hard, Rose.
I mean, I'm already in, guys. I'm behind you, and I'm already in. I love their eyes.
The power that flows through
What else has Ember Lab done?
No, I've never heard that name before.
You do not fully understand it.
Are the little like things gonna help you in combat? The little like fuzzballs?
I don't care. They're adorable, and I want this.
I mean, it's more cutesy, but I very much get, like, to some extent, kind of Fable-ish vibes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a more mythical Fable.
You cannot hide your weakness from me.
Very Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks beautiful.
I was gonna say I hope the trailer didn't end where I thought it was gonna end. They showed like a little bit of gameplay.
This is like
oh my
weird
God,
Pikmin.
Pikmin, yeah. But also I like them way more than Pikmin.
I'm getting this. I'm getting this.
Tim is sold. You have his money. Look at this.
I might be getting it too.
Wait, so not only are they Pikmin, but they serve as
games too. Oh my God, I want this. I pick good games. This is really cool.
Peanut Bridge of Spirits.
Okay.
There's almost 1 million viewers in here.
Whoa.
Heck yeah.
In our stream?
No. I wish.
Aww. Finn,
We
the
did it.
jokes.
Holy hell, we did it!
Uh-oh. What's this?
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign?
Oxenfree vibes.
To do that thing you've always meant to do?
And they're like targeting Rose. It's not even funny, dude. They're like
Sometimes I
trying to
feel
get
like
her
I'm
money.
just standing on the edge of doing great things.
Dinos.
But something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe it's the fear that I'll never be as good as what I imagine when I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
Volcano High.
Is this real? Is this really happening? Co-op. Okay.
We saw them do something else.
damn, the logo spoils the game. They're all gonna die at the end when a meteor hits the earth.
Why you gotta ruin my game like that, man?
Spoilers!
Dino High School
era.
drama cartoon? Hell yeah.
It's fun. I would totally play that on Wednesdays.
That's fine.
Hi,
Actually,
I'm Lauren
good.
Lanning,
I'm down.
and I'm
Oh,
here to share with
Oddworld.
you a game that I've been dying to make. It's an emotionally engaging story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last.
That sounds
you a
like
lifetime.
Oddworld.
Take a look.
Yep. All the Oddworld. Stranger's Wrath 2, maybe?
Yep, that's Abe.
You are no longer a slave, Abe.
Never got into these games.
They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here. You may have escaped the murderous blades, but the fate of your entire people is up to you.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, this game always freaks me out too much.
You must find your full voice.
Alrighty.
I've never been good at the Oddworld games. They're just too much puzzle for me.
It's been a, like, probably almost 20 years since I played an Oddworld game.
We're about to see Ghostwire Tokyo.
A Tokyo you've never seen before, yeah.
ゴーストワイヤー東京の世界
First gameplay video.
Here we go. That looks next
This is
gen.
what I wanted last E3.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted last E3 when they were like, hey, here's Ghostwire Tokyo. And I was just like, gameplay. Give me gameplay.
ぜひお楽しみください。
Now imagine if this like starts and we find out that they're no longer affiliated with Bethesda.
Dr. Swiss,
I
thank you
mean,
for the follow.
wasn't the lady who presented it no longer a part
She
of
left,
it?
yeah, which was like a red
Yeah.
flag for me.
Yeah.
Don't know where she went.
Ikumi Nakamura.
Yeah.
She just went to wander like Kojima did before he made Kojima Productions.
Fight when others won't.
Has anyone here played the Evo thing?
Yes, I played the first one.
It's up to
Did
you
you like it?
to save Tokyo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so it's very much got those vibes to it.
It looks good, but I don't know how to feel about it right now.
Yeah, the thing is, they're showing gameplay, but it's not like meaningful gameplay.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't know anything.
Several of these games also don't even have release years just yet, so
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
like, oh well, here's stuff that's gonna look good.
Here's the wet your whistle.
Stuff's gonna look good. Just here you go. Here's some gameplay. This gameplay might not make it into the final game.
Now, if there's something that I would say I want to see with this game is I want to see it be VR.
Huh.
That seems like a VR game to me. Especially with like all the hand sign stuff, that's like very much like with newer VR technology, that's very much something they could make work.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can get some new controllers.
Not PlayStation 3 controllers.
Super Brothers?
Never heard of you.
There was a Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery, I think it was called.
Spore.
Look, I don't need to see another Spore game. That game was creepy enough as it is.
That's all I'll do.
Is that big watermark going to be on the screen the whole time?
Yep.
Oh no, it's okay. For sure.
I think there's another title in there too, like Jett or something.
Yeah, I see Jett.
Yeah. Oh, launch.
Starfield is a Bethesda game, yeah.
Oh.
Gearbox. Oh, is this that God game?
Yeah.
Godfall?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I think
yeah. Knew I wasn't going to be on board for this game. I just feel.
What they call it, the looter slasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hacking looter.
Destiny, but without guns.
I'd be more quick to say Borderlands without the guns.
Also, this music seems like really tone weird.
Yeah, it's a little tonally dissonant.
But you want to like target the core gamer.
The gamer, dude.
Gamer.
Yeah, I mean, this is them trying to hit the Borderlands fan base. I think, at least a lot of who they associate the Borderlands fan base as.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna play it.
The first confirmed PS5 game. This is it.
But I
want to see some system explanation.
Weird trailer.
I think, yeah, but Spider-Man over Godfall definitely right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And apparently again. Heart Machine.
Oh.
Ooh, Hyperlight Drifter.
Lots of colors.
Whoa.
Here's a John game.
Yeah, we're ready.
I doubt this is made in the Game Maker engine. Although they have a 3D component now, so maybe.
Love the aesthetic.
That's what I get for looking into the void too much. It calls.
Yeah.
It started to scream back.
Take me on a journey right now.
Let's go on a date.
Ooh. I like the movement being like skating.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Solar Ash.
That's a win. Take those.
Yeah.
Hyperlight Drifter was the first game I ever live streamed.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I actually don't really know anything about it. I know it exists, but I've never watched it or played it or anything.
Yeah, very, very fun. Good mechanics. It's like a top-down Dark Souls kind of deal.
Hitman?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was always going to end
I wonder
like
if there's
this.
going to be a proper Hitman game.
Unless it's not Hitman, unless they're like the studio's branching out.
All your hard work.
What if it's a game where you're hunting the Hitman?
Oh shit! Oh shit! That would be cool.
That'd be great.
Take him down.
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical Hitman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Asymmetrical Hitman. One person is the hitman. Everybody else is the police.
Oh my god.
Everybody else gets camo. Hitman's in the suit.
You find yourself
in a
alone.
forest. He'd still win.
Only death awaits.
There he is.
Yep. Hitman 3.
Proper Hitman game. Holy shit. January 2021.
Good release date.
Yeah, that's immediately after the holiday launch, so it gives them time to.
Still part of Q4.
Hakanabra here from Ion Interactive. In Hitman 3,
I'm excited.
Agent 47
I love
is
Hitman games.
back
I'd
for
still
his
think our
most
concept of a reverse Hitman game is
professional
way
contract in
cool.
his entire
Oh yeah.
career.
Yeah,
it
that'd be
should
awesome.
This
yeah.
is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy.
Dramatic conclusion.
I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai. Enjoy.
So actual gameplay.
On
That's
top of
what
the
we
world,
want.
like that.
Yeah. Thing I like about the Hitman reveals is they usually show something goofy when it comes down to it.
Climbing up the tallest building in the world, thanks to the power of the PS5, dude.
Tom Cruise did it. 47 and 2.
Tom Cruise is in this game and you assassinate him like he did Sean Bean. That'd be dope.
Wait, was that their gameplay reel? Was that really their gameplay reel?
That was not worth going back to. You should have left it with January 2021.
That'd been fun.
Yeah.
Give me that little
Could've
short
just
little
turned it
interview. Like, we're really excited. Blah blah blah.
Ooh.
Keep up.
This is the startup.
I'm pressing it. Let's go.
Press the button. Where's the button?
Where's the goddamn button?
Holy crap! Did I call it? So we're gonna see the UI.
Astrobot. Yeah, dude. Good vibes.
Tin over here.
You got me on
God,
this
I
one,
wish
too.
I had a VR headset so I could play this. I mean, I think this one they might like. I think this is just a console Astrobot.
Yeah.
Which is really dope. Astro's Playroom.
Now, a question: do you think Astro's Playroom just comes with the PlayStation 5
Like Playroom?
support?
I think it should.
Could do. I've seen this dumb guy before. What's he from? Oh god.
Oh.
Bioshock.
This looks very familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I like it though.
Yeah.
I like this idea of you being like the grunt hunter that just brings the abominations back to the mad scientist lab.
Those penguins? What were on those penguins' heads?
Yeah?
Boxes though?
A lot of cool creatures. This game should be called Cool Creatures.
Schmeat. Schmeat.
Schmeat, dude.
And I was gonna say, because when you think about it, the person who goes out and does the doctor's grunt work's life has got to be a lot more interesting than the doctor's. True.
This game's got good humor. I hope this happens in game though.
That would be cool.
Just in the middle of your battle, you just cut to the professor.
I'm liking the monster design too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be a basilisk. Like a traditional basilisk.
Yeah.
Not those funny new basilisks they try and shill out every year. Come on.
Oh, I just mean the Harry Potter basilisk.
Little devil inside.
Wow.
Cool.
Because yeah, I don't know how many people know that the basilisk is like a chicken monster.
Yep.
And not a giant snake.
Witcher did it right.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williams
Not
of the
enough
New Orleans
symbols.
Pelicans. Here we go.
There was space
The
on
first
the
ever
side.
Sports
teaser
ball.
for NBA 2K21.
Sports ball.
Sports ball.
Y'all are
It's
not ready.
happened.
Sport! Why does everyone look at me? Why does everyone sports ball? John.
You just evoked the most masculine energy, I guess, in the group.
Why everyone looks at you.
Just because everyone was happy when I started working at GameStop was the only one that knew about sports ball.
Realistic.
John, what are we looking at here?
They already did that for the last game, didn't they? The realistic sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Now
better.
it's even more realistic.
You can feel the sweat in the controller with the haptic feedback.
No, you see, now what they're going to do for this game is they're going to make it so that you can actually pay real world amounts that you would pay to get these players on your teams.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
Can
I borrow your debit card? Why? I gotta get LeBron. Okay.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
No.
Fall 2020.
There you go. All the symbols.
Yeah, that was the best case scenario for an NBA 2K reveal. Just like get in, get out.
Yeah.
Actually, I said LeBron. I should have said Luka Doncic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I know.
should
I know
have.
sports ball. I'm sorry.
What is this?
It's a rose game.
Look, this is what, like 3 games from you this direct? That's impressive.
The sound
Oh my God,
design on
it's
this.
strawberry.
I love the strawberry. Oh, there's 2. We have to protect them all. No one eat these.
It's a burger. Is that a burger with fries for legs, curly fries for legs?
Recently discovered species, entirely unique to this
Oh my
island.
god.
Oh, this one's
You know what
like-
Rose said earlier? If there was like a couple like exclusives she would want, and we have to get 2 PS5s.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening right now.
Welcome to the island of Bugsnax.
The creators of Octodad.
Oh, shit, yeah.
No physics games. No
Wait, is
ragdoll.
this just like Animal Crossing, but all of the animals are food?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd play that.
Look at this. What? This is great.
Snail races.
So strange. It's a crab apple.
This game's called Bugsnax, and they have a theme song like talking about Bugsnax.
I think so.
My
Better be called
invitation is
Bugsnax.
open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Bugsnax.
It's a cinnamon roll
I was
snail.
trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
With an X.
Oh.
Borger.
Did the stream die?
Did it? The PlayStation stream or our stream? Our stream's still going strong.
They can turn into monsters?
Oh, did it? It's Spore.
Oh, it's lagging for me for some reason.
Launch game.
Yes, it
Nice.
is.
Oh, come on. Load.
It's more shapes right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's.
Apes?
I might go down to 720p, see if that's the reason why.
Yeah, I'd go
Make sure your
for it.
Steam's not updating any games.
We literally just caught up with you guys.
Oh, we're finally caught
Yeah,
up
we're
now?
caught up. I'm watching the stream on our phone. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
we are actually now. We've been about 7 seconds behind you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're just caught up.
Hi
with
everyone,
Shuhei
thank you
Yoshida.
for
Yep.
being with us today for this very
I'm on
special
Blake.
event. But before
we're
we
still
get
behind.
to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
What has Yoshida done? What has Shuhei Yoshida done?
Yeah, what does
PlayStation?
Yoshida care
'Cause I know
about
his
except
name.
golf? He loves his golf games. I don't know what else he likes.
Everybody golf too. Everyone get crazy in golf.
Golf it.
Golf it.
Ooh. That's pretty.
Tim.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Tim, this is Elder Scrolls.
I don't know. This looks like it'd be more Elden Ring than Elder Scrolls. Dark Souls?
Oh my god, it's Dark Souls. Wait, no, this is Demon Souls.
Demon Souls 2?
No, I think this is the remake.
The remake. Blue Point.
You mean red button?
Yeah, red button. Sorry.
Red button. I'm going to start a development company and call it Red Button.
But like Blue Point. They make D Masters.
Yeah, this is.
Wait, but is this a remake or is this Dark Souls 4?
Yeah, I don't think it's
this
Dark
is
Souls. I
4.
think this is Demon Souls, dude.
Oh my. I think it's Demon Souls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the talk
Okay, yeah,
is
it
about
is Demon Souls. I didn't see. I haven't
Demon
actually watched
Souls.
any playthroughs of Demon Souls, so.
No.
Okay, wow, that's awesome. It's just because it cut out for a second, and I'd only seen what
Blue
looked like
Point.
the Dark Souls guy.
Yeah. There we go.
Never live that one down. Huh?
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked.
I remember this
This is our
game.
unique
Yeah.
vision. What Arcane is all about.
Interested.
Freeform immersive
I don't think we
gameplay,
got any gameplay though.
a surreal
Back then.
player-driven story smashed together.
The colors.
Want to see some stylish action?
I remember that.
Check this out.
You'll remember it.
I'm sure I will once I see it.
I have a feeling like this will be a game that I enjoy too.
Hello, Black Reef. Colt, my predecessor, has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight henceforth in perpetuity. Your assistance is appreciated and mandatory. The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
I might be thinking of a different game.
Apparently.
It's cold.
Hope you're ready to loot.
Definitely got that Dishonored feel about it already.
I'm loving the music already too.
Sounds like TF2's music.
Yeah.
Damn.
Restart lip.
Look, as long as it's safe to stream.
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another death. Aren't time loops fun? For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to escape, they always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
Feels very fluid.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm excited.
I'm waiting for the rivals part of it. When's the other girl gonna show up?
Yeah.
There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight. There's just one little snag.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
Die again.
That trailer did not leave me as clear as I had hoped, but I'm still interested.
Yeah.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Shapes.
Looking like it's maybe the last game.
Think it's Naughty Dog?
Or Horizon.
Horizon.
His story comes to a close.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
It's just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
No!
Christ.
Friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
Is this Resident Evil 8?
I was gonna say.
Is it Resident Evil?
7.2.
No.
Oh, castle.
Because they had said that Resident Evil 8 in the leaks would be like in a woody, like, I think like kind of northern European area.
Yeah.
With werewolves?
Yeah, no, that's not that then. Yes, it is! It is Resident Evil 8!
Yeah.
Village.
They put the Resident Evil crop in there.
They did
Real
the
fast.
damn Resident Evil 7 trailer swerve again. Damn it.
Dang
There's Chris. And that's why
Chris Redfield?
Chris's story comes to a close.
Why?
2021. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Chris Redfield's back. 2021.
So, question about Chris Redfield.
Oh, we're not done.
Has he just lived long enough to see himself become the villain?
Maybe.
Can't believe they did the Resident Evil 7 swerve again.
Best buttons.
No.
Titanfall 3.
Why?
Ow.
Creeped out. How long before we get a hologram cat? Whoa. Is this a Hideo Kojima production? Is that what I'm looking at?
You're gonna too? You're
I
getting that
don't
vibe
know.
too. Whoa.
Pragmata.
Whoa.
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
The fuck did I just see? It's Capcom again. We're still not done. Okay. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, so much for an hour, but who cares? I want more.
Yeah.
Wait,
No, they said it's gonna be
it's a P.
just over an hour.
It's a P.
It's a
It's a
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh my god, not just sheep.
Ooh, Sony.
SIE.
PlayStation Studios, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Tell me more.
Just do it.
Oh, that's it. It's happening. I heard the thing. This is it.
The old ones. Perished.
Oh yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Oh yeah.
Their great cities turned to graves. In their place came new life.
Oh my goodness.
Look at these little crabbles. I'm expecting Crab Raid to start.
And new dangers.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes.
I must find a way to stop it. It will get worse and worse.
Robo-turtle!
Until it destroys us all.
Whoa.
So I think the world has just got a lot bigger.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore.
I need to play Horizon 1 now.
Oh, yes,
I have
you
it, I
do.
just haven't played it.
Oh,
yeah.
No secret I won't unlock.
Please be called Horizon
No barrier I won't cross. This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop.
San Francisco.
God.
There it is.
Whoa.
West.
Forbidden West. Horizon 2. That should put a 2 there.
But whatever
Faction.
comes,
Whoa.
I will be ready.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm guessing that's the end. The end on that, right?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
2020.
On behalf of the
They're not
entire
done.
team at Gorilla,
Unless
we're
they're
happy
just-
to
they're
share
just gonna
the
talk about it a
first
little
look
bit.
at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
Launch 2020.
No, they're done. No date.
I think there's a lot to look forward to for the community. I think fans are going to be really pleased.
As a game designer and storyteller,
This feels like a
this is
lead into them
incredibly
showing the
exciting.
box.
We're talking a whole new
Katase
generation
was
of
in there.
ideas and experiences
Yeah.
that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are, no matter who they are.
New experiences like we've never had before.
More iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
We want to wow players. Expect the unexpected. And I, for one, can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you. It's so exciting.
Incredibly
Bungie.
exciting.
It's really about love.
I mean, I know they're not Microsoft exclusive anymore, but still, it's just surprising to see the name on there sometimes.
Welcome to PlayStation 5.
That wasn't just Katase in there either. That was Yoshida.
Oh, yeah.
Give it to us. Give me the damn.
John, what am I looking at here?
Bubbles.
Articles.
Bubbles.
You're actually getting a fridge.
Oh no, shapes.
That's more
Circles.
shapes.
Angles.
And circles.
And X's. Is this the Lucky Charms of video game consoles?
Could be.
The Sacred Symbols is what they're called. And I shit you not, that's their official title.
Okay, I think we're getting it now.
Please. Come on, please.
Come on. Stop being a tease.
This is so extra.
Would you have it any other way right now?
Oh?
Oh, I'm already liking the lighting on this.
Oh, some lo-fi beats to go with it too.
Wait,
Oh
is it
my
really
God.
What the fuck is that
Is
thing?
it really the bee?
It's the bee!
It looks like an evil villain's headquarters.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's not what I expected. There's like curves out of it.
Oh.
Whoa.
It's literally the opposite of the PlayStation 3.
That's weird looking.
Man, that is some sleek design, though.
Holy shit.
It's like something out of Star Trek.
It's gotta come with the stand at that
I
rate,
hope
though,
so.
right?
Yeah,
Please.
it has to.
When are they going to start redoing entertainment centers so that we can actually fit these things?
I literally am looking at the entertainment center right now going, crap.
Yeah.
I have to rebuild it. That's ridiculous.
It's textured.
What's the point in texture?
Why not?
If you want to sleep with the damn thing, because it's going to cost $1,000.
Yeah, it's the fifth one. Give it a break.
Oh. And there's the Slim. A no disc version.
No disc.
Oh.
Digital edition.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, that's sexy.
That is kind of sexy.
Is the digital edition going to be cheaper?
Sexy as hell.
I would
you'd,
assume
you'd
so.
hope so, yeah. I'm probably going to buy the disc version anyway because I want to play Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Oh, they have their own headset for it too?
A weird
Camera
media
remote?
remote, okay.
Jesus.
How much?
No
Show
price
a
will be
price.
shown at this time.
Come on, give us some prices.
We
Please.
hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today.
Oh.
You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games
Striking
that
is
can
the word, for
only
sure.
be enjoyed with the full range
Yeah.
of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making them happen. We want you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share. Welcome to PlayStation 5.
That's startup
Oh.
sound.
At the startup.
I hope that's startup sound at least.
Pretty cool.
Maybe not.
It would be nice. It'd harken back to the old PlayStation.
Yeah, it did sound a lot like PS1 startup. My god, we got a lot.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
I never even thought about them having their own headset for the 3D audio.
I didn't
Yeah.
either. In my head, I was like, I'm going to have to buy a new headset, or a good one, just to get the feel for that.
And so it looks like, yes, it is confirmed that we're pretty much going to be paying $1,000 for launch.
Yeah.
For all the stuff.
Hey guys, you hear that crying? That's my wallet.
I don't even have a wallet to cry.
Okay, it's still crying.
It's still crying.
You have to sell it to buy Persona 5 Royal. God, we started with Spider-Man.
Yeah. And there's been so much that I almost forgot about it.
Yeah.
But is the PlayStation gonna come with all of this headset stuff?
I doubt it.
No, it's all gonna be individual.
It's all separate.
Play has no limits. There we go.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh boy.
Holy
We're about to go into a
crap.
post show. And I have no idea where to start, guys. Should we just go through things one by one from the start, or do we want to talk about the console first? I think the consoles. Let's start with the console because it was just right then.
Yeah.
I like it, and I didn't expect to. I was really hoping that it wasn't gonna be like white. I hoped it wouldn't have like the weird like V thing going on. I actually kind of liked it. Thoughts?
So
yeah.
What?
Good work.
I mean, I will say, like,
John,
I don't dislike the design. I don't dislike the design, but I also feel like it's not PlayStation.
Okay.
If
I
that
get
makes
what you mean.
sense.
Yeah. He did mention
past
that.
that-
He was like very our most striking design yet was the word he used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also
back to like
wonder.
the PS3, the fat one, that wasn't really PlayStation either.
Well, and I more so mean in like color. Like the PS3 at most had some silver accent to it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that red one too.
I'm staring at a PS4 Pro that is white right now, so to me, it's not outside the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just view it as like a PlayStation that's not like a branded special edition. Has always just been black with at most some accenting color.
Yeah.
Well, but then again, I guess if you go back to the original PlayStation though.
Silver, yeah,
Gray.
and like a gray, yeah.
Yeah, black didn't show up until PS2.
Yeah.
And that's all
Yeah.
it was. No, there was a silver one. I'm sorry. There was a silver slim PS2.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 was all
It was black, and then you had the weird one with
the
the slidey
top sliding one where you pop the disc in. That they had a red PlayStation 3
yeah.
for that one. I remember that. And then the PS4 PlayStation just decided to go crazy, and they've got the Days of Play. 'Cause we got the blue one. We've got a white one.
We had a gold
We
one.
had a gold. Yeah, we had a gold one.
They had the special blue translucent.
Oh yeah, the
one.
500
million
PlayStation to
Yeah.
see through with the blue.
Then
So
there's
it's kind
the
of
Spider-Man
they've
one.
been kind of prepping us for this console.
for something strange.
And I'm glad you're right, Finn, that they were like, it's going to be nothing like you're ready
Yeah.
for. And that is correct. I was not ready for that. And I think it's sexy as hell.
Wayward Deviant in chat describes it as a reverse ice cream sandwich, which I think is very fitting. That's exactly what it
You are
looks
not
like.
wrong, Deviant.
Yeah. How do we feel about there being two SKUs, a digital version and a disc version?
Okay with that.
As long as it's cheaper, which it should be, because I might just go for the all digital version and buy an extra hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's a problem though. Because you won't be able to just use a standard hard disk drive.
Yeah. Sony will have
You
their own
will
proprietary
have to
ones
go
though, probably.
Yeah.
What happened with the Vita and proprietary memory?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, there's that. But didn't PlayStation, both PlayStation and Xbox came out and said that you can hook a normal 3.0 hard drive into it and it'll run. It just won't run like optimized for that console. So it'll register that you're not on that hard drive, the proprietary hard drive, and you'll still be able to play the game.
But we're talking about like games that are now going to be designed to take advantage of those M2 drives.
Yeah.
And
I
if
get-
you go to a standard hard disk, you're going to be talking about load times probably in the 10 to 20 minute range.
I'm guessing what I'm gonna do is just buy the digital version and just have 1 or 2 games on at a time. Because with my with how fast it's supposedly gonna be and my internet, I can just re-download the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always been one like, so I bought a 4 terabyte drive for my PS4 because we actually have a data cap here.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, I'm just going to load them onto this hard drive, and if I never have to uninstall a game again.
Right.
Yeah, I think I've got 5 terabytes on both the Xbox and the PlayStation. I'm looking at them right now. I think they're both 5 terabytes.
And what did they say was the memory on the PlayStation 4? 800? Or on the
Yeah,
PlayStation
like
5?
800. It was something weird, like
825 gigabytes. It was a very
Okay.
weird number that Sony put out there. Wasn't even a terabyte.
So we're
just
talking about
5 gigs.
So we're talking about at minimum 5 games.
Yeah, like it's weird because like Call of Duty today just came out with an update and like Twitter was raging about it. It was 84 gigabytes.
Jesus.
The update. So, you know, games are getting bigger and bigger. I wonder how future-proofed this PS5 is going to be, or whether it's going to be a thing like a few years down the line. We're just going to have to keep uninstalling and reinstalling our games.
Either that or like the mid refreshes. What they do with this generation, they bumped a lot of them up to a terabyte or 2 terabytes. So I'm assuming that the mid generation, even if they want to do a mid generation refresh, because now we've got proprietary chips or proprietary hard drives, it might be cheaper just to manufacture those and have people buy.
Say, here you
here's
go.
your 5 terabyte or here's your 10 terabyte hard drive, because we made games so massively big that you have to buy this now.
Yep.
Well, and so I just have to make sure, has everyone here seen what M2 drives look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one in my PC.
So just like a little gum stick.
Yep.
So they mentioned that it is going to be expandable within the console, right? Like even the base model will be expandable, right?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
And so with that, I think the main hope is that they very quickly come out with that list of compatible third-party M2 drives.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to kind of make or break it to some extent, especially if these games keep getting larger. Because I remember, like, I can't imagine how big Spider-Man is going to be on the PlayStation 5, because I remember Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 was like an almost 80 gig game.
Exactly. Yeah. It's gonna be nuts. I feel like that this default storage is gonna run out quickly, but I could be wrong. We're just like betting on the streaming future being here sooner than anyone expects. You mentioned Spider-Man though, and I feel that's a good place to start going through the games. We'll not talk about GTA 5 because like why was that even there? But we'll say the start of the conference was Spider-Man Miles Morales slated for holiday 2020, which no one called. It looks great. Tim, let's start with you. What did you think of what you saw? I'll try and bring up the trailer as well while you talk about it.
So, one, I'm excited because they were very much setting up for that with the first Spider-Man game.
Yes.
Very much like set up Miles as a character.
Yeah. Even in the trailer, we did see, like the first trailer for Spider-Man, we saw like a Miles Morales tease. My voice went weird.
Yeah. And so there's like a ton of things that run through my head with that trailer. One is like, okay, cool, he's Miles Morales, and they are making sure that he has Miles Morales powers. Like you see him using like his invisibility at some point in the trailer. And so I'm very much liking the fact that we're seeing actively he is going to be a different Spider-Man than Peter Parker, as he always has been.
Yeah.
But past that, where's Peter?
Right, exactly. Once I like figured out this was a Miles Morales game, I was like in my head I was thinking like this is late 2021. They're gonna want to tie this in like as close as possible they can to like the second Spider-Verse movie because it's Miles Morales, and like I thought they'd want to tie it in somehow, but like no, 2020 launch window.
Yes.
Yeah. I like this was in the bags for a long time. It's why Sony was hyping up PS4's Spider-Man as like a tech demo for the PS5 essentially, and what it was capable of. It just looks really, really good. A lot of like flashy colors, a lot more sci-fi but vibes, as you mentioned. Reminds me of Infamous.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to replay Spider-Man now.
Yeah,
just because I want it fresh in my head. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reinstall
ultimate difficulty.
Be Yourself, holiday 2020. Yeah, that was really, really good looking. I hope we see more soon if it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Moving on then, we'll try and get through because there's a lot of games. Gran Turismo 7. It looks cool. You guys, John and Tim, you specifically like seemed kind of to raise your eyebrow at it. That it might be something that interests you.
Yeah, it's just level of detail from what I can tell about it as a simulation.
Right. Yeah, you were talking about traction control and stuff I don't understand because I don't drive.
I like cars.
I got a bike.
I like things that go vroom.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You can't just like this game because of one thing. Haha, car go vroom.
Yeah. I mentioned in my prediction show last night, I thought this would be an opportunity for Gran Turismo to sort of go like off on a weird tangent and maybe like try and like take some inspiration from Forza, be a little more like open world and you know, about exploration and stuff, and a bit more like not silly but like a bit more free. No, this is very much a Gran Turismo simulation racing game, like true to the franchise. Then we got Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Hi, I'm John. I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh,
shocking.
Hard to hear.
Hi, I'm Keith. I like Ratchet and Clank.
Oh no, that's fair. It's always looked interesting. I've never played it. I'm gonna pick it up. I think this looks amazing.
I'm Tim. I went to like I don't know how to say it. We have this used games and books and TVs and guitars, just like a used things store, and I went back in the past year and rebought the entire PS2 trilogy on PS2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I was like, I played the PS4 one. It was too easy. I went back, played the PS2 ones. They kicked my ass.
Yeah.
It happens.
And so you're trying to hope that, like, while this seems like it's part of the remake saga, you're hoping for a bit more challenge this time around, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping for it to just be crazy.
Yeah.
And I will say the remake did a decent job of that. It was a crazy game in terms of like visuals and guns and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want it being tied into a movie with Paul Giamatti bastardizing the main villain of the original game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're done with Ratchet and Clank movies for the time being.
Please.
Yeah, this I felt like this was a very good thing to show at the beginning of the conference. Again, showcasing the power of the PS5, as we mentioned. That whole like concept of the game, you're like rifting between these worlds and like seamlessly traveling to these really like striking environments.
Different environments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Looks very fluid. Looks very fast paced. Like this shot right here, I'm showing on the stream right now. You're riding a dragon through like a sci-fi like
that's ridiculous
Neo Tokyo, and then like jumping onto a pirate ship. Oh, yeah, seems insane. And like another Insomniac game. Like their two studios putting out work. I don't think we got a release date for this one though. So I thought we'd see Ratchet and Clank before we saw another Spider-Man, but it looks like to be the other way around.
I'm all for either way. You know, it could have been either way, and I would have been happy. You know, Ratchet and Clank is a good series. Spider-Man, it was a freaking great game. I think me and Tim played it at the same time.
Yeah, just about.
Pretty much while in calls together playing it.
Wow,
nice. It's awesome.
Then again, we have to go fast. Move on. Project Athia, which was a Square Enix title. Not Final Fantasy, not anything we've seen before. This looks like a new IP. They don't even have a title for it yet. That's how new it is. Designed exclusively for PS5 was the thing that caught me off guard at the end. That's like not a phrase I've ever heard before, but Tim, you were mentioning that like this is a thing we could see more often because of the way the PS5 architecture is designed and how developers might want to focus their design on that specific console.
Yeah, I think that is for sure something we're going to see more of, at least to some extent, just because of custom hardware.
Yeah. Not much to go off that. It looked cool. It looked like the girl in the trailer had like some sort of superpower. She was in this weird, like sort of hyper-realistic world with a lot of weird creatures running after her. But yeah, we'll have to see more of that down the line. I imagine we won't see that for a while again.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Given Square's reputation for taking long on video games, depending on its director,
right?
It's probably going to take probably a 2022.
We probably won't see anything about it till like next
Final
E3.
Fantasy.
Valid.
So
valid point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe like holiday 2021.
Maybe.
Could be. Then we got Stray, which is an Annapurna interactive game. You're in a world of robots with sort of like I forget what the word for their type of like monitor heads is, but you're like a cat in this world of like only robots, and I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Looks really cute.
Yeah, this feels like a
Now,
Rose
the
game
question-
for sure.
The question is can I go up to a robot and get pets?
That's a good.
Well, that's gonna make or break the
I
game.
hope so.
That's
Yeah.
literally what we know. We need to know that now.
Yeah.
But like, how would a robot pet feel? It would be cold and not inviting.
Exactly.
Just like robot hand just going like,
hello, fellow cat.
Yeah. It's like stop
Pat.
stop hurting me.
You know, so long as it
It is
feels like the
kitty.
cardboard box, I feel like the cat would be fine.
It is Kitty.
Yeah, that trailer was very, very good. We were spending the whole time saying like, "Are you the cat? I think you're the cat. Are we the cat? I'm this cat.
Yeah, we're the cat.
We're the cat."
Game we were waiting on.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Super, super cute. Also, like really nice looking graphically, despite it being a cinematic trailer. I wonder how it'll look in gameplay.
Yeah, just the aesthetics are interesting.
Yeah, 2021 release date for that one, and then we move on to Returnal, which I'm very, very excited for because that's a Housemarque game. As I mentioned during the conference, Housemarque are behind some titles such as Dead Nation for the PS3, Resogun for the PS4, and Nex Machina most recently. They have a sort of interesting history beyond that. They were really hedging their bets on Nex Machina doing well, so much so that they made like a really good documentary on it. I forget what it's called, damn. But yeah, they were really, and Nex Machina is a wonderful video game, like very mechanically just crisp. I think Housemarque have made the best twin stick shooters of the last 20 years. Really, really good, but like it didn't sell. Resogun they gave away for free, and so they put out a blog post not long after that saying it was titled "Arcade is Dead," and basically saying that the way they make games, you know, as much love and stuff as they pour into them, it's not as successful as they want it to be. So now they're moving on to like more ambitious titles, and this is what we get: Returnal, which seems to be some sort of third-person over-the-shoulder roguelike. Yeah, in all these weird environments, you seem to have a corrupting influence on this main character each time you die. Very, very intrigued. I would love to see more of that gameplay. From what we did see, they do have the beautiful like light beam particle effects that we've seen in Resogun and Nex Machina. So I'm glad that's still around because those were always beautiful. But I just want to see more. I don't think we got a release window for that either. So I think I thought this could be a release window title when I heard about it, but seeing this trailer, I think we might be a bit more off. Cal in chat says the cat game looked really interesting. Like it could answer a really complicated question. What happens to pets and animals when humans eventually digitize our consciousness? I didn't even think about that element.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's a good question.
It's a good way to put it.
Moving on then, Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Not Little Big Planet, but Sackboy is back. Developed by Sumo Digital. It seems to be there was very little to no creation elements shown off in the trailer. It seems like you're just playing a 3D platformer as Sackboy, which I'm all for.
Let's do it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's what I do think for the PS3 era, they were trying to push Sackboy as this mascot character like they had Crash and they had Jack and Daxter back in the day. It just didn't lift off, whether it was because of the creation mechanics or whether Sackboy just wasn't like appealing to people, or whether mascots for platforms as an idea was just dead. It could have been any one of those things, but I always really liked Sackboy. I always really liked the campaigns in Little Big Planet, and so I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I always felt like Sackboy was the mascot of the PS3. Like I very heavily associate him with the PS3. It's just I didn't have a PS3 until the PS3 was dead.
Right. Yeah. he sort of feels like the official unofficial mascot. He was never really like explicitly said to be so, but that was always kind of the feeling of what they were going for. And yeah, obviously not media molecule development that they put all their stock into Dreams. I think Sumo Digital, if they didn't do the whole development, at least had a hand in developing Little Big Planet 3, which wasn't the best Little Big Planet, but it was good. I really liked it. That was the one where you had like 4 different playable characters. You had like the dog Sackboy, and you had the like tall Sackboy and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's weird. Sumo Digital seem like they're all over the place. They were like, last I heard of them, they were working on Crackdown 3. So, you know, they jumped from Xbox exclusive to PlayStation exclusive. They're all over the place. So yeah, then moving on. What's next? Destruction Allstars, which at the start I thought was Rocket League 2.
I said All-Stars would be here. I just didn't know it was Destruction All-Stars. I said All-Stars would be here.
Right.
Guys.
It wasn't PlayStation.
I don't care. I said All-Stars. We did it.
You also tried
All-Stars
to
win.
red button.
Coming soon. Red button development, okay?
God.
Just saying.
Press button to continue.
Yeah, I feel it's appropriate to state at this point that Destruction All-Stars is developed by Lucid and not Red Button Entertainment, which as far as I know do not exist. They could though.
Now he's looking.
I know I mentioned like Twisted Metal as like a joke, but I feel like that this is kind of what it's trying to do. Twisted Metal, I feel like even if you brought it back today, I feel like the aesthetic just feels too 90s. And I feel like this is sort of going with what the kids today enjoy. They enjoy like bright, colorful sci-fi.
That's what irritates me too, because the entire time, like, as people were mentioning, like, this could be the Playhouse game and all this stuff, I'm just sitting here thinking, this looks like Fortnite.
I'm an old man, Tim. I don't want my Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I want to go back to my JRPGs and fighting games.
This is Fortnite with cars.
But that's certainly, that's what they're going for. Fortnite with cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh my god. That's how I know them.
Guys. There's a big red button entertainment, and they
Big
make
Red
games.
Button. What do they do?
Big red button.
They made
I know
Sonic
that name.
Boom, if I remember correctly.
Sonic Boom.
Yep.
I was like, wait, why do I know this? That's right. We played Sonic Boom. I'm like, I specifically remember this logo. My god.
And you thought those would
There's
be the
also
guys
Red
that
Button
were heading
clothing.
up the Demon Souls remake, yeah, John?
Yeah.
You thought, like, after that, it's the natural progression. Sonic Boom,
Oh,
Demon
of
Souls.
How is that
I
not
mean,
the
both games were challenging to play, just for different reasons.
Yes, exactly.
This is truly the Dark Souls of Sonic games. No. Then we had, I don't know whether it's pronounced Kena or Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
I think it's Kena.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits. This is the one where you have the little, like, dark fuzzballs and, like, they're following you around like Pikmin. Very, very pretty.
Oh yeah.
It also looks like they're involved in your combat as well. Like, they'll mob onto a monster, and then you can, like, shoot them, and the lasers will bounce off of them onto other monsters and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go, my self-sacrificing minions.
You just throw them into fire.
It looks like it doesn't hurt them at all. It looks like it is very much like they channel whatever it is you shoot at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just some of the art style and the fact that, like, it could be the fact that there was also, like, little fuzzballs with eyes in Totoro. But, like, I got Ghibli vibes from this trailer. The sort of Eastern influence in the voices and, like, these little things helping you out. And, like, the sort of, like, 12-year-old girl protagonist, like, in this, like, natural wood environment. It was very, very jolly. Very wholesome.
Yeah, I'm on board with the game. It looks like
This is when Tim's, like, entire conference perspective turned from "this interests me" to "I will buy this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, one, aesthetically it was interesting, but then there were just little hints of gameplay things in there that hooked my interest as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, there's very obviously puzzle solving. I can assume there would be some degree of platforming, and then there's what looks like an interesting combat system as well.
Yeah. Then next we got Goodbye Volcano High, the Dino high school drama game.
I think it's gonna be weird to say there's gonna be a visual novel on PlayStation, but I'm getting very visual novel for it.
People play visual novels? No.
No, I'm not saying that people don't play visual novels. I'm just not used to visual novels as a static thing.
Aren't all of the Danganronpa games on PlayStation?
Danganronpa is kind of a visual novel.
Yeah.
True.
I guess I was trying to figure out how gameplay would look in this, but I guess visual novel would make the most sense.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm like, I think it looks closely
It looks the most similar
to a visual novel.
Visual novel.
So the only other thing that I like, you said it, Finn, was right when the trailer started. You said the game, it reminds you of
Oxenfree.
Oxenfree, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had Oxenfree and the Drinking with the Devil game kind of vibes.
Yeah,
of
I mean, same company.
Same company, so yeah. But I think this one's probably a visual novel or visual novel esque.
Yeah, I think the 2D like hand drawn art style like sort of sells it as a visual novel. I think
it reminds me more of like Monster Prom. So
yeah,
that
it had
type, a little bit more like that type of visual novel where it's a little more interactive, possibly.
So a kinetic novel.
Yes.
Okay.
I know my things. Don't worry. I'm a nerd. Look, there's a reason why Twitter keeps suggesting an Otome game for me, and I don't know why, but it may be my compassion in playing visual novels.
Can't think of why.
It's rare that a visual novel gets me like intrigued, but like that Dino game, I kind of I'm gonna keep an eye on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Co-op are publishing it. Co-op with a K. We've seen them in a few directs now. We've seen them a few times at the Wholesome Direct, and it's coming 2021. Next game is Oddworld Soulstorm by Oddworld Interactive. I have no bearing on whether this looks good at all because the Oddworld games freak me out and I don't play them.
I have not gotten, like, I know that I have played them, and I know that when I played them, I enjoyed them, but I don't remember anything about them because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
And so it's very much like seeing that trailer makes me want to be kind of like, all right, I want to jump back in and go back to the beginning if I can and play what I can in these games before this comes out. Because in terms of puzzle solving and all that kind of stuff, it looks interesting.
Right. Then we got Ghostwire Tokyo from Tango Gameworks coming 2021. We got some gameplay for the first time. We were like really wanting to get that since we saw the cinematic trailer at last year's E3. I don't really know what to say about it. It seems like I need rarely
I need more.
Yeah, I rarely want people to talk over my game trailers. Here I wanted someone to like explain the concept of this world and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There's not enough. It actually explains probably the best way because it went from I'm pretty interested in this game to lukewarm. Like I'll give it some time to breathe because it's not coming out until 2021. So I'm sure we're gonna get more about it. But I was kind of hoping like they would push that hype a little bit and be like, this is why you want to play it at least, or here's the concept behind it. I mean, I saw hand symbols and catching ghosts. Yeah. I don't know.
You just end up whelmed.
Yeah, whelmed. That's actually a great way to do it. I'm very whelmed.
So whelmed. Yeah, it definitely feels like Bethesda would have wanted to show this had they had a conference this year, but they didn't, so they had to like push it somewhere else. And Sony said, "Okay, we'll take it."
Yeah.
Next up was The Far Shore by Super Brothers. This was the game that started off. I thought it was like sort of going to be like a tribal game, like a caveman game, and then went into space. Jett the Far Shore. Yeah, Jett the Far Shore. I don't know what to say about this game either. It was very weird.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, they're just
No Man's Sky feels. That was about it.
Yeah,
Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, there you go. There's a good one too.
The way it's some of the gameplay showed the like tiny spaceship in the framing. You were like going across these environments. It sort of felt a little bit like if anyone remembers the game Flower by the people who made Journey. Sort of reminded me of that. So I imagine this being like a short, like maybe 2-hour experience, but I'm not sure. It's coming launch window, so we'll not have to wait too much longer on that. But if it is a short experience, I don't really want to see more. I just want to play it.
Yeah.
Godfall was next.
Cool.
Well,
Like, I feel like I would be so much more interested in that game if we hadn't been talking about the fact that the music was so tonally
It was so weird for a trailer. That was a bad video game trailer, I have to say it.
Yeah, because like I pretty much wasn't even watching the trailer. Like,
Yeah.
and I know there was plenty of interesting things happening in that trailer, but I was too busy paying attention to the fact that what the hell is this music choice?
It felt very much like Battleborn, which was another Gearbox Interactive published game, if you remember, and that tried to go toe-to-toe with Overwatch and died. This felt reminiscent of that to some extent.
But it's not. But the thing is it's not going toe to toe with anything either.
Yeah,
This is
I
literally
guess.
just like them committing.
Fair.
Like it's like a suicidal marketing tactic by using unfitting music.
I mean, to an extent, it feels like it's going toe-to-toe with Destiny in my head, but that might be just me like trying to associate that game to something else.
Yeah, I just feel like Destiny's, for what it's worth, pretty much dead. I know plenty of people still play the game, but I feel like it's dead for the most part.
Keith is breaking. Keith has shattered. I don't know what set him off.
I'll put it in chit chat.
Okay.
Oh man, he sent it to me first. I think Finn just has to like put this picture up on stream or something.
Okay. I'll not bring it up on the stream because it's too hard, but I will just show like the people at home through the webcam.
That the PlayStation 5 is just Seto Kaiba.
Yeah. That is funny. Yuki. Solar Ash by Heart Machine, developers of Hyper Light Drifter, coming 2021.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah, I'm in.
purple in that trailer evoked the vibes of Hyper Light Drifter, and felt like a natural progression of it. I don't know if it's
It's
a sequel.
got that like I'm on board for any game that goes for that like vaporwave like outrun aesthetic.
Right.
Cal, yes, you make a valid point. I like that. Godfall feels like it's targeted at the mid-2000s stereotypical dude brah gamer.
Yeah, it feels like
that's exactly correct.
it feels like a load of executives in a boardroom going like, what if we made a looter shooter, but instead of shooter, it's a sword?
My son plays all this Fortnite.
And they were like, yes.
I need to relate to
Yeah,
it.
no, and like
bruh.
that's
But without
that's the
guns.
whole thing too. Is the mid 2000s stereotypical dude bro is the kids of today.
Yeah.
So like that game I don't think is a kids game,
Yeah.
but it's being marketed towards them.
Mhm.
When I played the most Call of Duty was mid and late 2000s.
Is Rose
Okay.
calling you out as a mid-2000s gamer, bro?
No, he's over here trying to say that he was that gamer, and I'm just here like.
Back in the day, I've gotten
no.
better at my games. I've gotten more.
For me, and just case in point, I played Call of Duty in high school. I stopped playing Call of Duty by the time I was out of high school.
Right.
So yeah, it is very much like they're trying to market this to like junior high school, or like very much that kind of group.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to market it to the Borderlands 1 and 2 players.
No, they're trying to market it to the Borderlands 3 players.
I think our discussion about it like says volumes, because we're not talking about the content of the game. We're just trying to guess who it's marketed towards.
Yeah.
Like we know they're trying to market us something. We're just trying to figure out what.
Yeah.
Because like gameplay wise,
who is that someone?
Yeah. What demographic are they gonna hit?
it's well, Finn. The thing is like it's you in high school.
Right.
Because it's like marketing it towards high school kids that also have like an interest in ancient mythology and gods.
Yeah.
But also want their fire rap tracks in the game.
I read a chapter of Stephen Fry's Mythos, and I know all about the Greek mythology. No.
We read the Odyssey in my freshman English class.
Everybody had to read the Odyssey in freshman English.
Yep. That's who it's marketed towards.
Yeah.
All the kids that read the Odyssey in their freshman English class.
Be like, oh, Odysseus is so fine. I wish I could have a journey like that, having all my crew eaten.
But what if it's like an emotional journey, dude? Like, what if it's like a metaphor or something? That's
Someone for the love of
We're
God, please.
talking about 6ix9ine, not the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's emotional journey, dude.
I just can't do accents. Hitman 3. No, was it? Oh, Solar Ash we talked about. Hitman 3 was the next game.
Interesting. I mean, it's been a while since we had a main line.
Mm-hmm.
They had plenty of Xbox level gameplay.
The dramatic conclusion to the Agent 47 story, which I didn't expect. I don't play the Hitman games, but I wasn't under the impression that that game was ever going to come to a conclusion.
Definitively end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess IO's just at the point where they want to branch out and do something different, maybe.
Maybe they're also at the point where they were like, maybe we should end this series before Square tries to make another Hitman go.
Yeah, fair enough.
True.
But they're like totally separate from Square now, right? After like Hitman 2?
Yeah, Square doesn't have the rights to Hitman anymore. It's after, I think, Hitman 2.
Yeah.
Then IOI, I think that's how you pronounce it. They have full rights to produce and develop and all that stuff. Square doesn't can't touch Hitman anymore.
Yeah.
What was the last like big Hitman game? What was the one where you had to like pay for it in pieces?
Oh, that was Hitman 2, I think. Hitman 2 was episodic, right? Or was it just called Hitman?
2 was episodic.
Okay.
1 and 2
Okay,
actually
so that
were
was
episodic. Because I remember Hitman 1 came out and like you got to a point and they're like, all right, the rest of the game's coming later. That was episodic, and I know 2 was, but not as like chunky, if I remember correctly, from Hitman 1. I think they had like 2 or 3 episodes, but it wasn't like a massive like episode 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully this is all just one game?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Next was Astrobot, or Astro's Playroom, rather. Super jolly. I've wanted to play Astrobot ever since like people with VR headsets like keep tweeting like play Astrobot, and it looks very, very fun. 3D platformer again. Cute mascot character. This seems like it's not a VR game. At least it didn't give off that vibe. So I'm going to be interested to jump into this one.
It looks like a game that's going to be bundled with the PS5 at launch.
Right, because
to help you get.
Yeah, it looks like a tech demo.
A tech demo to help you get used to the controls. Like, what is the haptic feedback going to feel like on this or that?
Yeah.
And as you play the game, it's going to help you get used to the controller.
There was, if you remember, for the PS4, the Playroom, which was when they were planning to bundle all the PS4s with like the little like camera thing, and like that had the light bar. You were like supposed to play with these little like Astrobots, and they were supposed to like run around the light bar and do different things. I don't think anyone ever actually like played that or give it a fair shot. But you can't uninstall it, so like it's always there on my PS4 just looking at me.
Yeah.
Next was Little Devil Inside. I don't remember what this game was. I'm gonna try and find
it. It was
a
the one where you're like the hunter going out and hunting shit for the doctor.
Yes.
That's right. At least that's what it looked like to me.
Very, very comedic tones throughout this trailer, which was much appreciated.
It almost gives me Double Fine vibes.
Right.
Yeah, it did,
we got confirmation, John. You don't have to lay it standing up.
You can tilt it.
I can lay it down. Okay, that's good. All right.
Very
I
nice.
don't have to build any shelves in this room so I can play my
Wait,
PS5.
but it looks like it still needs a stand for that.
The stand comes with it.
Okay. Good.
I mean, you can technically like just tilt the Xbox Series X to its side. It'll just look weird.
Yeah.
Just,
probably the size of like a TV receiver. So.
Kaiba played himself in defense mode.
Hey, don't forget there is a Kaiba Man card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Devil Inside looked very, very fun, and I want to know more. Fall 2020, which is no, sorry, I read the one that we had no release date for Little Devil Inside. Fall 2020 was NBA 2K, which makes way more sense.
Which we can just skip over.
Yeah, let's move on. Bugsnax. Rose, let's talk about Bugsnax. How cool did that look?
It's very interesting. I don't know. It's like trying to get the bugs to be different food things.
Yeah. It looks like
I don't know.
At the beginning, I thought it was Ooblets.
Fries.
Yeah, at the beginning, I thought it was Ooblets, because Ooblets is a game where you farm these creatures, and they're not necessarily like food that you eat. But I thought that's what it was going for. But no, it's sort of trying to hit that market where, again, it does seem like a game where you're farming these little food creatures. Seeing the strawberry and stuff like what we're in, like strop. That was fun. And then,
well, I don't know, because I think some of you might have started to cut out or refresh or something at the time. But the very end of the trailer, they show like the burger wandering, and then all of the food starts running out and attaching to the burger, and it becomes this like food mess monster. So I'm wondering what that's about.
Like a Frankenburger.
Yeah.
Look, you gotta have something evil to fight against.
I think my favorite thing is that throughout the whole entire trailer, you could hear the animals, the little creatures shouting their name like Pokemon. Strawberry, strawberry, burger.
Very cute.
Very, very cute. No release date on that one. Oh no, it was the Holiday 2020 was the release date. We got that. Developed by the Octodad creators as well.
Yeah.
So,
Which, by the way, I don't know if anyone's aware of this, but there is like a bundle of games that includes like Octodad and a bunch of other stuff. I think it's like, I don't know if it's still up anymore, but it was like $1,000 worth of games.
Yeah.
It's still up.
It's still up for a few days. In support of Black Lives Matter on itch.io, there's over like 1,500 games, I think, at this point. I think they doubled the amount they had a few days ago. And so, like, that's super good value. Celeste is in the bundle now, which that alone makes it worth it. So,
I need to grab it.
Yeah, Short Hike, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I think like base level $5 is all you need to give.
Yeah, and I was gonna say for people that are wondering, it is a minimum $5 for people who are wondering. Yeah, it's a minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, you obviously can donate more. Feel free to do so. That's a good bundle, good value, and like you're supporting a good cause. So go out and see that.
Post a link to that.
Yeah, if someone wants to grab a link for that and post it in chat, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I've got a link.
Cool.
You got a link? Okay, I was about to get it, but you got it. Let's do it.
If you've got the direct link, if someone's got the direct link, get it. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I got it. I got you.
While you're talking about that or doing that, we'll move on to one of the most anticipated announcements of the show.
Hold on. Going back to Bugsnax.
Oh, right.
Cal was saying, I think the trailer was a misdirect, and it's a horror game.
Could be.
It could be. I mean, having a burger coming after you like that.
Also, like your arm changes into some strawberries.
That's when you when you ate something, it changed.
Who knows?
Yeah. And then total tone shift, we moved into Blue Point Interactive's remake of Demon's Souls. Red button, yeah.
I'm gonna get okay. I'll be honest. I tried Demon's Souls. Like I picked it up and we tried it on stream. I pulled out my PS3. I had no idea what that.
Thought.
Yeah, it is ridiculously hard, and there is no rhyme or reason of how to go anywhere. So I'm actually hoping like I'll pick it up to see if they've kind of polished out the rough edges that is.
Well, it's also one of those games that it gets harder the more you die.
Yeah.
Like they up the difficulty level.
It was very like you don't think you'd be like hurt with one shot from like this little bug thing. Oh no, after you die like 42 times, that one shot will kill you.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of excited to play it.
Yeah. I like how there's like no question as to the quality of this remake because we know Blue Point Interactive is like it's in good hands with them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if anyone knows this. They actually added stuff to Shadow of the Colossus.
I did not know that.
Yeah. There's actually a video on it on YouTube. I need to find it, but basically there was like extra data in the original Shadow of Colossus, and the players thought that there had to be some sort of final secret that the game had. And so players spent years and years scouring over and combing over every single rock and piece of land for information and glyphs and text in Shadow of Colossus Original.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally someone hacked the game, went around, nothing. Then Bluepoint does the remaster, and they start dropping in little collectibles in all of these random areas that were like hallmarks of this search.
Mm-hmm.
And it leads to like one final area where I think they can find like a sword or something. Basically, it's just a message to the people that had spent all that time.
That's
that's
very
cool.
cool. Yeah.
So cute.
And I imagine they'll try and like appeal to the community of this game, because the people who want the Demon Souls, they are foaming at the mouth for it. So this will like please them.
Oh yeah.
Next game was Deathloop, which I didn't expect to see. Again, another Bethesda game. They probably would have shown at their own conference if they had one, but they don't, so they showed it here. Not the trailer I was hoping for that game, to be honest. Again, sort of like the Ghostwire Tuku, I'm left with more questions than answers.
Yeah. Like I remember the reveal trailer at E3, like we were all kind of like, oh crap, this looks great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one, like I want to say, I remember the reveal trailer. It almost felt like if you were the main character, you would be paired with someone internet like who was playing the girls. So
yeah,
you'd have the NPCs trying to get you, but you'd also have the girl spy,
A real person.
a real person coming after you too. So it was like you're trying to play the game, and you have to factor in someone else trying to kill you. That's how I felt like when we saw the reveal trailer. Didn't really answer any questions, and we're coming back to I was whelmed.
Yeah.
Super whelmed.
Like,
thank you, Clueless.
And this wouldn't be the first time that kind of multiplayer system has been done either.
Mm-hmm.
I
Watch
can
Dogs
remember
tried
one
it.
of the first games.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember one of the first games that I played that tried it, which was Left 4 Dead.
Left 4
where
Dead 1?
multiplayer was so I know 2 at the very least did it, where you would have the horde and all of the active play, and then the special zombies would be player controlled.
Yeah.
So yeah, like definitely not a new concept.
Yeah, but the most interesting thing about this game, it wasn't the cinematics, it wasn't like that it looked like Dishonored, it was the concept of these two combating assassins, and they didn't talk about that, or they didn't really show it off at all, what that meant for gameplay.
Yeah.
They just kind of alluded to it, and that seems weird to me.
For a moment, I almost thought, like, wait, did they just change the whole design of this game and make it a single-player game?
Yeah.
For a second, I was worried about that.
Yeah. And they didn't seem to, like, confirm it one way or the other, but I was right there with you. I was thinking, like, is this a single-player game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still could be. After Deathloop, we got Resident Evil 8. 8.
So, anyone else here besides me played through the Resident Evil games?
I own Resident Evil 7, but I'm too much of a little bitch to play it.
I played 7 because a friend of ours wanted to watch it, so I bought it, and I haven't beat it yet. I think I've got, an hour left, maybe?
Sure.
Something like that.
Okay, so my first recommendation, play 4.
Right.
Yeah.
If there are 2 games in this entire franchise that I can tell 8 is rooted in, it's 4 and 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Should I wait for the 4 remake, though, that's rumored?
No.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of people that consider 4 untouchable.
Right.
And I am partially in that group,
mm-hmm.
but I also think they could do a good remake of it, and I just have to be open-minded about it, which I'm willing to be.
Yeah.
But I own... Let's see, I think I have both
You
of
have
them
the
right
house.
here.
Please tell me you have the house. The Resident Evil 7 house. Please tell me you have that.
So PlayStation 2, GameCube. I had it on Wii. I have it on PC. My brother has it on Xbox. Like, I have owned this game on almost every single platform that it has come out on.
Playhouse has very quickly become like a show and tell of the cool game crap we have.
I don't know
What
what
are you
you're
talking
about.
about?
That's fine. What I was gonna say is also, like, if this is coming 2021, I imagine the rumored 4 remake is like a ways off as well.
Yeah.
Like, we're definitely not seeing before this at the very least. I don't think we'll see it for a while after.
Yeah, because I think 4 is also still new enough in its systems. Like, it's a modern game. 1, 2, and 3, I would say, were no longer modern games, and so they were made modern.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into the territory of, do the games need a remake yet? And I think 4 still stands up, and the community's even been modding the hell out of it to give it an HD overhaul. Past what was given in the HD remaster or whatever they called the version on Steam that's most recent.
I before this show, I was watching back some like E3 conferences because I'm a dork, and I was watching the 2016 one where they showed Resident Evil 7 for the first time, and that's probably the reason why I was on edge for 8 here, because I was like, I sort of like got the pattern in my head at the start, and I was like, this is Resident Evil. I know it is for sure. But I imagine a lot of people were like swerved again by the like same trailer like format. It was very, very good.
Yeah. Well, and one of the big things with this too, because they say the end of his journey, and it makes me wonder if they are talking about Chris. And the reason I say, did we see Chris live long enough to become the villain, is because do people here mind actual like very end of the game spoilers for 7?
You have to remember we're live right now.
Yeah.
And there are people who might watch this later.
Speaking
so
code.
maybe avoid spoilers.
Basically, someone pops up at the end of 7 working for someone that you wouldn't expect to see them working for.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that felt very, very good. I just the thing that was stuck in my head, and I don't know why I was focused on this so much, is I remember them integrating the 7 into Resident Evil being like such a cool thing, and then I remember them also doing that for like Biohazard, integrating like the 7 into that, and I thought, oh, that's really cool, dude. And then like they did this again with like Village, like Resident Evil 8. So like, yeah, I love when they do that. Very, very cool. Second to last game on the show was a game called Pragmata. They have not released a trailer for that yet, and I cannot remember what that game is for the life of me. I'm pretty sure it was like a confused. Oh, here it is. Oh,
no,
was
the one we were thinking was like Kojima style.
I totally thought this was Kojima the whole way through, especially because of that like suit that is reminiscent of the Kojima Productions like logo guy.
Yeah.
And it did take a weird like turn at the end. It felt very Kojima. I don't know who is it produced or like developed by. Did they say?
I don't think we even got that on.
I don't. Yeah, I was just like, I didn't catch anything.
Could be Kojima. could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be, especially because like that hologram system is reminiscent of the holograms in Death Stranding that are projected by like player built structures.
Right. And that's why I was like almost sure, because as soon as you see this like little girl's face, I was like, that looks like the Gorilla Engine.
Oh, Pragmata is Capcom.
Capcom. That's right. They did show a Capcom thing at the end. Yeah.
I guess I missed that.
Yeah. There was like it wasn't like a like trailer bit. It was just like a copyright thing at the bottom. It said Capcom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And coming 2022.
Holographic cat as well. Good day for cats in this showcase.
Yes. Beautiful.
PlayStation, the console for cat owners.
Yeah. For
and
sure.
batshit crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Kojima.
Yep.
Looking at you.
And now we get to the most anticipated, worst kept secret of the video game world. Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Oh my god, the chills I got during this trailer as soon as you hear like, I don't know what instrument that's called, but the one that goes like doo-doo-doo-doo. And I was like, yeah, it's Horizon. It's right. I know it is. The islands, the ruins. I was like, ah.
Man, and that's upsetting to me because I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn yet, so I like didn't get any of that. I was just like, wait, what is this?
Right. The music and the sound cues in that game is beautiful, and like the motifs and the melodies. It's just, it all came back to me during that trailer. It was very cool at the beginning of this trailer to see how much life has been breathed into this world after like the end of the first game. Like, it seems so colorful, and like you see all these creatures that you never saw, and all these as well on the other side of it, like new robots, like the big fucking turtle things, and like
the mammoths.
Yeah, the mammoths, dude. The mammoths.
Yeah. I don't remember the mammoths in the first one.
The mammoths, dude.
We might not have gotten it to them yet, but yeah, I don't remember mammoths.
No, yeah, there's no mammoths. That was new.
I'm blanking on my history, but it has to do with Rome, so you probably remember Finn. Who's the guy that rides the mammoths?
Hannibal was the Carthaginian general that marched across the Alps with elephants in his army.
Yeah.
And it was so
sick.
I
wonder if we're gonna get a moment like that in this game.
It did seem to evoke that. It was like, it's weird that you mentioned that because I was thinking about it. Right before we saw the mammoths, we saw like this faction like gaining this tools, and so it seems like these are gonna be like at least one of the factions we're gonna have to fight in this mode. So it seems like they have taken charge of these elephants, and so like not only are you going to be fighting like machines in one hand and then like humans in the other, it seems like they're now trying to work together. So you might have to fight like an army of all these different enemy types, which is sick.
And speaking of different factions,
do
you think that sets up for multiplayer?
A lot of people speculate that Horizon's co-op. I saw no like inclination in this. I'm not opposed to it as long as it's optional.
Well, and like, so I mean like a competitive multiplayer.
Oh, okay. So like another mode for the game? Huh.
Yeah, like a PvP.
Possibly. Possibly. I don't know how that would play.
Maybe in the vein. Well, like, because Last of Us had a thing where it was like resource collection and whatnot. And then fighting over those resources. And I even remember they had like the stupid thing where you like hooked it up to
the
Facebook
integration.
Yeah.
Last of Us multiplayer was
populate your settlement.
Yeah, Last of Us multiplayer was underrated. So much so that like I remember like they said they're gonna add multiplayer to Last of Us 2 at a later date. So like it's still like a part of the community that really wants that, and they're gonna add that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could do something like that here. Some weird like faction system in the world. Yeah, they could definitely do that. A lot of beautiful environments in this game, which Horizon is one of the best games I've ever seen for like just striking and beautiful environments that like, again, is the sort of combat between the like sci-fi and like old world ruins and like wildlife. Just beautiful colors, and I just want to be in this world right now. No release date, which was kind of heartbreaking, but we have Spider-Man to tide us over. And like
Ratchet, and everything else.
Like they don't want to stack up too many of their exclusives like right on top of each other, right? Even if it is a console launch, like they want to spread it out. They want to give you this like breadcrumb trail of exclusives that you're gonna be excited for in the future.
Back.
Yeah. And yeah, that was the last game we got before we saw the box. We saw the Seto Kaiba machine, the ice cream sandwich. Yeah, we talked a bit about the box already. So like on the whole, this has been the first like taste of a Sony conference like in a long time. We haven't had E3s, we haven't had Gamescoms or PSXs. I'm just going to go around the group one by one. Let's start with Keith. Was this worth the wait? Did this live up to your expectations?
It lived up to my expectations as we got to see quite a few of the launch titles coming, you know, with especially the big one of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. We got to see that. I feel, yeah, it lived up to the hype. It could have gone the way of the Microsoft indie direct or the third party, but it didn't.
Yeah. Very little third party, big focus on exclusives. That PlayStation Studios logo was nearly like on every trailer.
Yeah.
John, what did you think?
Yeah, actually, I was very impressed with the whole conference top to bottom. I mean, we're gonna just forego the idea that we started out with GTA, but
remove it from history.
All up and down. I'm like, okay, like it's always we're in that weird spot where we're like, what are you going to give me that's going to make me drop this money? Like, I need a reason to do it, minus the fact that I'm insane and we're doing this Playhouse and all that stuff. What is a actual reason for me to invest in the console? Because I know Sony has the track record of some of the best exclusives, all that fun stuff, but you're giving me something new. Why do I need to drop money day one? Well, Spider-Man told me I need to drop money day one. So that alone, I'm like, all right, you got me hooked. So yeah, I think it actually, was it worth the wait? Yeah, because I think it's very interesting that we're going to see the dichotomy of Xbox dropping the breadcrumbs every single month and Sony going, here's the meal. We'll see you in a couple months.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be like, that's something I'm trying to tell myself and factor in of like, all right, yes, we can all just completely crap on Xbox right now because of their third party thing. It was kind of disappointing. There was a couple of cool things, but then PlayStation came in and gave us the actual meal that we've been wanting. So now it's maybe Xbox will come in July and be like, all right, here's now all of our first party stuff that we're going to have and actually really go back the toe-to-toe console wars that we all really like because they're just fun to go. Okay, yeah, that game's pretty damn cool.
Rose, what did this conference do for you?
Thought that it was really impressive that every single one of us had a game that we were just like, I want this game.
Yeah.
Because we're all such different gamers. Like all five of us were each of us into very different games. So the fact that even I had a couple games that it was just like, oh, this is a Rose game. Like that normally doesn't happen, especially with the big conferences. So I thought that was really nice. And then it was also interesting to me that Sony actually they stuck to a normal schedule for a console release year.
Right.
Because this is the kind of thing that they would have done during E3.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about the time of year that we would get these game announcements and a console reveal. So I think that's interesting that they're sticking to that older model and Xbox is starting to look at what can we morph it into. So
Yes.
I'm interested to see where that goes.
Yeah. Tim, final thoughts on the conference as a whole?
So it's funny because I can't say that it was below or above expectations. I will say, like,
wow,
because we had some pretty big expectations going into this.
Yeah.
It subverted those expectations and just went to a completely different place that I'm still just as hyped for.
Yeah, that's a good way to subversion is a good way to, yeah, didn't exceed, didn't dip under, but like, yeah, expectations were met.
Yeah, it just met in a completely different ballpark.
Yeah, which is what you want always.
Yeah.
Rose mentioned like all of us walking away with at least like one or two games that like were day one in on. Shuhei Yoshida, who we saw like briefly in the press conference, has talked about that in the past on like podcasts and interviews and stuff, where that's how Sony tend to structure their conferences. They like to focus on exclusives, and they like for like all these different types of people, like everyone needs to walk away with one or two things that they're excited for and they can like talk about to their friends. So I feel like they achieved that here. And yeah,
and when I look back at it, like especially for Rose, I'd imagine like that Xbox conference had like nothing for you almost.
Yeah.
Xbox was a little rough, but Xbox is rough almost every year for me. Like it's just harder for me to find stuff that I'm excited for on the Xbox.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, there's very little that I actually remember from that Inside Xbox. I do think that while we rag on it, again, as John mentioned, they have their first party event coming up in July, so not too long to wait on that. As far as I know, though, it's still an Inside Xbox, so I have to wonder, like, are we going to have a lot more talking than we want? Are we going to have the like interviews at the end that last way too long and like should be like separate videos afterwards? And like while that I think they're gonna bring the goods, while I think their studios have the games to show, it's all about the presentation, right? There was very little actual talking in this. There was the weird like shape graphics that like they had to spend money on for some reason.
Cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll rag on it, but I'm
they
like,
always do
sure,
stuff
that's
like
fine.
that.
It was quintessential Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that we all have to remember is this weekend we have the Guerrilla Collective coming up, and ID at Xbox is one of the sponsors of that. So there's a good chance that we're seeing more things this weekend. Also, Xbox said that they're going to have something every single month.
Yeah.
So we don't know what they're doing for June yet.
Unless it is ID at Xbox.
It might be
that.
Guerrilla Gaming ID at Xbox.
Yeah. They did have another June event, but that got pushed to August for whatever reason. I remember Jeff Grubb going on about that. Yeah, it's like we do have that Guerrilla Collective tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. My days are all messed up. It's E3 week, basically. Give me a break. No. Yeah, we have the Guerrilla Collective on Saturday. That'll be 5 p.m. BST. I brought this up earlier, but I lost it.
11 for Central Time.
Right. Followed immediately by the PC Gaming Show and the Future Game Show, which are other indie conferences where we'll be seeing a lot of cool games there. I think that about wraps it up for now. So yeah, I guess keep an eye on our social media at Enter Playhouse. You can follow us all our individual Twitter accounts based on the lower thirds here. And yeah, go to entertheplayhouse.com. I'll hopefully try and write up like a highlights article for this just to like go over the big points. Probably going to be gushing about Horizon a lot. And yeah, entertheplayhouse.com is where you can find all that good stuff. Hopefully I'm going to try and get Playdate episode 2 out this weekend, so keep an eye on your podcast players of choice for that. And yeah, happy Naughty 3, guys. Yeah. All right, that'll be it for us, and keep an eye on our social channels and be back here for Saturday for Indie Games. Until then, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.